Alright, so we can do this one of two ways. We can have a volunteer just do last time on D&D, or y'all can roll off, and whoever wins the roll off does it.
Wait, wins the roll off or loses the roll off?
We're gonna go with win.
All right.
Oh, we can roll, or I can just do it.
I mean, yeah, if you want to volunteer, go for it.
All right. Last time on D&D, it all started out when three adventurers met in a bar. One was a kinder with a drinking problem. The other was a kanku. Then there was another kanku. It's hard to tell.
Wow, okay.
because
Just
the
calling
odds
me
are
a
fucking
Kenku, you
insane.
motherfucker. Jeez.
Calm down, Harvey Bird person. We're getting to the parts we need to get to.
He's the Kenku that can fly.
Kenku, but with a fly speed, yes.
They're all birds. They all look the same. Anyway, this Kender and his two chicken nugget compatriots went down to the bartender's basement. The bartender told them there were only 3 rats, but luckily, they realized there were more. After a long, drawn-out battle over the course of many days and many nights, they were able to clear them of rats. All of them just crawling over each other, Donkey Konging them left and right, convincing them to start a communist regime and a civil war in the rat pile. One even got their head ripped off and shown to their entire family. And it all culminated in an epic matchup against the Rat King with packs of magic resistance.
And I got a cape.
I got a cape. And combat was hard. It was rough. Some say too hard, too rough. Some people don't like that kind of sex, but that's what ended up happening to the Kender.
Oh, don't worry, we use lube.
Eventually, he was knocked unconscious and just filled with blood and semen and blood. But with the help of his allies, they were able to bring him back to life and get him back on his feet. I feel like that's the ultimate climax. I didn't necessarily want to go into the rest of it.
Yeah, we went back and got paid for our shit, and he yelled at us for breaking the door or
And then
whatever,
the
but I
Kender
fixed
stole
it.
some money.
Well, maybe
Whoa,
he should have
wait,
such a
hold
kickable
on.
door.
Yeah, why did... Yeah, okay, yeah.
So, for the non-theatrical version of that, the party has signed up to basically clear out the infestation of vermin inside the tavern that has recently cropped up in exchange for 2 weeks of room and board for free. In doing so, our friendly Kender charmed a rat swarm into attacking its allies with the first Kinku.
However,
Drop kicking a door onto said rat swarm after they were told to search for treasure and tried to figure out what the Kender meant by treasure.
they should have known what it meant.
You know what?
Very
Party's
good.
like, you killed my rats. The other party is like, yeah, you know what? They should have known. Fucking assholes.
Should have been educated, you fuckers.
Proceeded to the Donkey Kong segment of this, where the Kinku proceeds to ride the barrel over some of the rats that were smaller, in a very comedic fashion. All the while, the owlet is firing off. We were using what, Firebolt? Yeah, Firebolt to snipe off strategic rats in certain situations. Proceeded by which they went back upstairs to let the barkeep know that the basement has been cleared. However, there is a new tunnel that leads somewhere else that they haven't got a chance to check out. Next day, they go back downstairs and proceed to continue cleanup of the basement area with heading down the tunnel, where the Rat King, also known as a Sordalite rat, engaged them after they basically Molotov cocktailed its den and buddies.
You're welcome.
Much to their dismay, the Rat King had emerged unharmed and slightly perturbed with their recent events and decided that they should become unliving and tried to do so. The Kender, to his dismay or credit, I don't know which one you're going to go with that one, but engaged the Rat King in mano-a-mano combat, eventually falling unconscious from repeated blows. eventually the rat was taken down, and the party, revived, or not a true resurrection, but a just healing of their kinder friend, brought him back to consciousness.
I would like to state for the record, I did not use any healing spells on that bastard. He rolled a 20 on his fucking death save.
And we awakened his class consciousness, and he will be leading the glorious revolution against all non-rat people.
Help. The Kinder is also our druid, so he took the time to study the Sword of Light rat that's been basically modified somehow through magical crystals, and has gained the ability to turn into such a creature. At which point in time, given the fact that some party members were incredibly weakened, they decided to rest for the evening to regain hit points and pick up the next day with some objectives that they each listed out. The Kenku, also known as Alan, how do you want to say that? I keep fucking that up. Alaya?
Alaya.
Alaya. Okay, so Alaya wants to check in at the Hunters Guild. Monbaer Pjig, the Kinder, is looking for some general store items. And Reena?
I don't fucking care how you say it.
All right. So Reena is looking to pick up some water skins and things of that nature for their endeavors.
I believe we did that after session, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. I'll let you purchase some out of it. But that was the objectives we had listed out from the end of last session for the characters. Overall, based on the feedback from the party, they enjoyed the session overall. There was no real negatives. Even for a module that's run on Rails kind of thing, they didn't feel like it was too railroady, so which is good. There was some overtalk, but that turned out to be Discord lag issues and stuff. But that is where we'll be picking up is that morning when you guys wake up from your evening of rest.
I like that general store idea.
The whole intro, whenever a new episode of D&D starts and they're describing DBZ starts and there's that music playing in the background describing what was going on in the previous episode, that was playing through my entire time you were talking. That's what was in my head.
That's fair. God.
That's gonna be me as a Kenku. If I die. Watching you.
Watching you.
All right. So, the players at this point in time have a free day to do interactions in the city or whatever they would like to do. What I do for these type of days is basically if there's any NPCs you previously met that you want to engage with, or even party RP that you want to engage with, or whatever the case may be for your, plans, you have a day to do so. This also includes shopping if you so choose. So, now, I've presented this previously. Kat, you're aware of this functionality as far as it goes, as with me as a DM, but I'm presenting this as a option for players. There's the RP shopping type session where you go into the shop and talk and negotiate, that type of thing, or there's just I'm looking to buy specific stuff and get it over with. I don't personally have a preferred method when it comes to shopping. I don't care either way. So it's up to the party as a large if you'd rather do an RP shopping thing or if you'd rather just buy the items you're looking for just to get it over with. So you guys have a 24-hour day essentially. You don't have to rest if you choose not to. There will be exhaustion downsides later on though, but some people need that full 24 hours sometimes to get shit done. So it's up to you guys how you want to handle this.
Check my spell slots. Second. Spells.
And you said we got a bag of holding, right?
Yes, every player has been given a bag of holding at start.
Okay.
So when you say exhaustion repercussions, even if we're full health, everything's fine. Is that going to be a thing, or what exactly does that entail? I guess I should ask.
There are levels to exhaustion. First time you go without sleep, you'll pick up a point of exhaustion, which can negatively affect your stats. It's under the conditions section of the D&D Beyond character sheet on the top right hand side underneath your HP. that will automatically apply all the effects that it does. If you want to like look through those, but there are 5 levels of it.
There's actually 6, but the 6th one instantly kills you. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds cool as fuck.
Yeah,
So
exhaustion's interesting.
it's an interesting mechanic. But no, in general, it is something that does compound and get worse the longer you go without sleep. So be
Right.
mindful of it. And, a good night's sleep, technically, according to the rules, removes that,
Man, this character's doing what I can never do. Get a good night of 8 hours sleep.
right?
That son
That
of a
mythical
bitch.
beast,
Well, looks like I gotta kill my character. Can't let it live better than me.
Well, that's why it's a role-playing game.
right? All this magical bullshit of 8 hours, I
We're
call lies.
we're
What is
pretending to
it?
be what we're not right now.
So,
Oh, I'm still gonna kill my character. How dare he live a better life than me?
get you guys back on track here for a minute. Reena, I think your inventory stuff's already handled, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. So that leaves Monbaer Pig looking to go to the general store to buy items. That, like I said, can be RP or purchasing just through the app.
It'll just be purchasing at this point. I mean, I don't trust myself to negotiate without starting violence.
Honestly, yeah, you know what? Now
Fair
that I think
enough.
about it.
It's not you, it's me, quite literally.
So
I might be on the same boat with you there. I thought about
fair
doing
enough.
RP, but I'm like,
It's gonna cost
I
about
mean-
150 gold, so you've chosen treason then.
screech and then spin in the air.
So when it comes to that type of stuff, I always leave it to the players because there are people that refuse to do it unless they go through the RP aspect of it, so they can negotiate the prices and barter a bit. But at the same time, honestly, D&D Beyond has all the stuff listed, pretty much, that you can purchase. Yeah, I mean, there are outstanding items that normally end up getting written in under notes type thing if you're looking for those.
Right.
But that's about it. So if there's items you're wanting to pick up that are available inside the inventory management system, go ahead. But I'll give you a few minutes to look through that. Meanwhile, damn it, Elaine is wanting to check out the Hunters Guild. This
Wow, what a coincidence. That was in my notebook as well. Oh.
so with that setup, you can do that. That is more of an RP engagement, so we can start there if you guys want.
I was about to say, I wouldn't mind joining Monbaer Pig at the general store first.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of en route, so
Yeah.
you guys can hit that up. Is there any items that aren't listed in the system?
I need to see. 'Cause I'm in the manage inventory thing.
Mhm.
I'm like trying to see like where I would look for like. Well, I guess I'd have to filter by type. Like this store is not going to be limited in any capacity, or like as far as.
I mean, it's generic items are what's called common items. So it's normally items without a color on them.
Comment. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking
So-
through a list of stuff, just common stuff right now.
Um,
Go ahead.
Um,
where does it list the prices?
If you click on one and open it up, it should say a cost right below the weight.
One question I have is there like a source of drinking water somewhere in town? Or
I mean, yeah, you have one in your room technically.
oh wow. I would like to
Damn.
fill up all
That fancy.
31 water skins with water.
Okay,
That's smart.
you can do that.
Actually, there is one thing I do want to ask about the general store, though.
Yep.
I probably wouldn't get the full value for it, but would I be able to sell some of my weapons at the general store?
I mean, yeah, they'd take them.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I mean, reduced cost, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah.
What in particular are you looking to sell?
I think I might sell my longbow. Well, yeah, I'll sell my longbow.
Your copper dragon wing longbow, or
No, the regular longbow, because I have
Oh,
a regular one in there.
okay.
Yeah, no, I'm
I was
not
just-
selling. I'm not selling that bitch.
Whew.
Nah.
I was like, sure, let me take away that.
No. Just the regular one and the
Okay.
quiver of arrows.
So it's at half
And
value on sellback. So it's 25 gold for the longbow.
okay,
Um, the arrows you have 20 of. That'll get you 5 silver.
alrighty. So 5 silver had that. And how much for the what do you call it? The longbow.
The longbow was 25 gold pieces.
Alrighty. Yep. And then just let me remove those from my inventory.
Nope.
And I just got a list of common items like caltrops, grappling hook. Actually, I'm gonna take the hunting trap out because I already have that. Ink, lamp, beer, oil, miner's pick. I mean, as long as I can have the gold, what they
As
have
long as you, yeah,
available.
yeah.
Okay.
If it's under the common items, typically the general store carries a pretty robust stock of items.
Okay.
Now when you start getting into larger quantities and stuff like that, it might become harder. So, like if you're looking for acid vials and you need 100 of them, well,
Oh,
they might not have
yeah.
100 of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't ask for anything that crazy. Oh, and short sword. How much would that sell for?
Give me one second. I'll tell you. Let's see here.
Mm-hmm.
It's half value, so
Mm-hmm.
5 gold.
Alrighty. Let me add that to there. Whenever my computer decides to work.
And Reena
Alright.
has filled her 31 water skins.
Yep. Then let me
Yes.
remove. Actually, how do I?
Don't ask what I'm using them for. I don't know myself.
Alright.
Stuff and things.
Shit. How do I delete a thing? No, I don't want more information. Well, unless you're telling me.
It's under the
There we go. Okay.
yeah. To remove an item, if you click on it, it'll open up that side panel and it's just delete.
Yeah, my computer's just running really slow right now. I need to shop for a new one.
Heard.
And then okay,
And Monbaer
arrows.
Pig, you had asked for some very specific items last time.
I mean, let me see if there's human hair in here.
I don't think that's gonna be uh, in there. Like as a quick search, I can tell you the inventory manager does not have that.
I feel like
I'll
that's a
go with
custom item.
I'll purchase rope. I know that's gonna cost 1 gold, so that'll put me. Am I good to just add this, or do you want me to screen share like as I'm doing it, or?
No, you can do it. Just make sure you minus the gold from your gold because that's the one thing this doesn't do well.
So
Okay,
I'll
just
go ahead and
do the math
add
myself.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
bag of holding
Alrighty. So
-1. Just set that to 53. I'm surprised donkeys are so cheap in here.
I feel like it's because they're common to find.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
think
donkeys
it'll
aren't
bag of holding?
expensive.
I feel like horses might be your big money ones.
Usually, yeah. Did you just say couldn't you put it in a bag of holding?
I feel like it was a legit question.
It is, and technically you can put it in the bag of holding. It will not survive in the bag of holding, but
How long though?
this has been figured out. Exactly 8 minutes.
Oh, seriously?
Yep.
Fuck. Like, is that just lack of oxygen, or like?
Yes, they suffocate.
Oh, that. I'm still gonna purchase one.
But you're not gonna put it in the bag of holding.
I might need it for things.
Okay. So
What are you planning on doing with the donkey?
You'll find out.
All right, cool.
he's going to get some honey and visit a brothel.
Well, I guess he's
Bro.
got the source of honey with the alchemy jug, you know?
Common items. Let's see if there's anything else in here.
Alrighty.
Antitoxin might save us, but I wouldn't spend gold on something dumb like that.
You're resistant to poison.
Oh yeah, I forgot. What are
Saying.
crampons? It says gear, but that still doesn't say anything to me.
So What did you say? Crampons?
Yeah, it's in the inventory list. This is
Grandmas?
gear. Crampons.
It's basically they strap to your boots so that you can climb trees or uh, walk across like ice and stuff like that without sliding. It's basically a boot attachment to help with that type of
Okay.
stuff.
Add feed to the donkey. Let's add another feed to the
Which
donkey.
currency was easier, accessible?
I mean, it's pretty accessible once you click on it. It pops up in that side panel. But I do wish that you could have like a purchase item button
Right. Or
that
like
would
just
auto deduct the cost.
at
Yeah,
least it's
so-
in the upper right hand corner.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be
Okay.
nice too.
I would like to use my alchemy jug and fill 2 of my vials with acid.
Okay.
I could think of some really cool shit to do with that.
Do you think? I mean, your alchemy jug has some pretty cool shit it can make. But it only gets to change once a day, right? If I'm not mistaken.
You can only do once a day. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But acid is pretty good.
Yeah. Usually is.
Let's see. Herbalism kit. I should probably take one of those, huh? Let's grab that.
I mean, it depends on how much herbalism you're planning on doing inside of a city.
You realize there are entire business enterprises based off of drugs, right? Like, we want to make economies.
That's alchemy supplies. God damn it.
Oh, fuck that, then.
Look, legally we call it water pipes.
Yep. Anyhow.
Oh, speaking of alchemy supplies, wait, how much?
Oil.
The kits are usually pretty expensive. I will give you a heads up on that.
50 gold. Fuck that. If only I had a crossbow to sell.
Right?
That sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's gonna be some like rat man in the sewer being like, "Oh, look at this, a crossbow, and it works too. What idiot
You'd
would throw this
laugh.
away?"
Some splinter guy's gonna come back later and just like start taking y'all out.
Dude, this is dope. This store is fucking amazing. Hold on, I'm almost done.
I mean, make sure you're keeping track of your money there, dude.
Oh, I'm subtracting it every time I'm adding stuff in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm stopping to subtract. But a lot of this stuff really isn't that expensive. Like it's kind of
No, it's honestly that's one of the great things in D&D is general stores are amazing on pricing.
like
So
going to Walmart.
Pretty
kind of.
much.
Look at that, an antimatter rifle. Just haphazardly in the general store.
You know, it's like a Floridian Walmart.
Holy shit, there's a jet plane in here.
Now you're going to Ollie's.
I mean, there would be generic skyboards in there, but those are not cheap.
Let's see, what else might I want? Sorry, I'm like going through this alphabetically and there's so much stuff.
There is. I normally hit the search bar.
But I'm thinking about all the items that I could use, like potential stuff.
I mean, there are some go-tos in that regard. I typically recommend grappling hook, a few 100 feet of rope.
Yeah, rope's really good.
It's two of the major ones. I always end up finding myself with like a crowbar and some manacles because you never know when you need to, handcuff a motherfucker down.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
for sure.
And the crowbar is always great because it doubles as a club.
Let's
Oh.
add 2 of those, 2 bag of holding.
Let's get some oil.
I bought some.
I'm gonna get some too. You know, we all have oil.
Yeah.
All right, listen, brother.
I thought that's why we were on the adventure. We were looking for oil.
Listen, brother.
We're not
You're
an
dead-
American. We're
you're-
not in the
you're-
military. Come on.
You're dedicated to the cause, right? Starts dousing myself in oil. You're dedicated, right?
Okay, right? Oh,
Don't be
there's a random revolver.
Don't be a pussy, bro.
It's not random.
It's like
No,
there's
it's very purposely there.
Sometimes you feel the need to bust a cap in something.
Exactly.
But I'll be the most chocolatey Kender you've ever seen.
Oh my god.
Let's see here. Almost.
Hey, how
almost.
much would a revolver cost, by the way?
I don't know.
I
Does
didn't
it list it?
It
Let's see.
doesn't, but how much would it?
Um. Wow, it actually
buy
doesn't list it.
You can buy an airship for 20,000 gold at the general store. They just have these laying around.
They just happen to have them in the back.
Well,
No, I'm serious,
typically
I
you'd have to go to a shipwright for those.
thought- well,
I
that's
do got one question.
Hang on one second. Honestly,
Yeah.
I would probably place a basic revolver on its own without ammunition. I would probably say. Let me see if I have it in my other folder real quick. I think it was 75 I was charging before, but let me double check my little note things for the world. No, no, no. Firearms. Here we go. Um, that one doesn't have a listing for misfire, right?
No.
Okay, so that one is 75.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's what is the other one called? Like the pepper box or something?
I think that's what it is.
Let me look through this. Yeah, I do remember you saying something about that, but I don't
Yeah,
exactly remember
I think
what.
it's pistol
Alright,
is the listing for the other one.
Yeah, pistol is the one that
250 gold. That's the other one. That's not. Huh. I do not know.
okay. I'm all set.
I'm almost there.
Can't remember what it's called.
Okay, so I think the player's handbook might be a bit wrong because it says muskets are 500 gold pieces. That seems a bit high.
Wait, which?
Oh no, that is right.
Well, I was about to say, which
Wait,
player's
really?
handbook are you reading? Because I don't see muskets and.
Oh, the DMG, sorry. It's in the
Yeah,
back.
no.
Yeah,
Muskets are expensive.
that sounds
Really?
rough. Well, muskets are harder to get a hold of and harder to build as opposed to pistols that
Yeah.
are like easier to build, less materials
So
to
muskets
consume.
are like
And muskets are
almost
more.
fucking 7 times more expensive than a revolver.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
just making
But
sure.
they do hit a lot harder though.
1d12 versus 2d8?
1d12. What
Yeah,
are you? Oh, you're reading the baseline. Yeah, no,
yeah.
that is not the stat block for this world.
Okay, I don't know where you're posting that.
I do got one.
I haven't. Sadly, I didn't think like most people don't use the firearms.
Well, I
But
have proficiency in firearms, so I'm just asking.
well, it depends in that regard too, because the firearms listed for the artificers uh, are not the same firearms that are listed normally.
Okay.
They're considered arcane firearms. But they added that in yet? They have not. Okay, so let's see if I just type in firearm. Nope. Okay. Let's see if I can narrow this down. Yeah, antimatter rifle. Nope.
It's like we're not going that far in D&D.
Laser pistols and rifles. That must be from the new stuff.
No, that's always been there.
Has it really?
Yeah, it's always
Oh,
been in the DMG.
God.
I'll say Spelljammer didn't. Okay,
I thought that had it. Yes, I thought Spelljammer added it.
I think Cat might be right though because I do remember seeing antimatter rifle. It's like for people who want to do more sci-fi twists and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't just play a different game if you want to be sci.
Because D&D is a good central component for a lot of
I mean, I think sci-fi. I go Star Wars. It's
yeah,
still the same D20 system.
honestly. I mean, I use D&D for everything because it's just very easy for me to convert oh, you want a revolver? That's like, and then I'll look at what people did before with that, and then Star Wars is just World War II set in space, so it's like, oh, instead of a piercing damage, it does a burning damage.
Okay, so based on my listings here, I've got a musket doing 2d12 of damage. My ranges are not their ranges because theirs are, lying. The shortest range it's effective at is 30 feet. The maximum effective range of it is only 90 feet. Beyond that, hitting anything is a shot in the dark, so that's a disadvantage roll.
Just as the founding fathers intended.
Yep. But that's for those. Outside there, there used to be a thing in here I thought for arcane firearm. I'm gonna have to re-add that because that sucks.
I do got a legitimate question. So I was looking at signal whistle, but then I thought about it. I'm like, can a bird blow a whistle? I don't think they can they?
You need lips for that. Right?
Exactly. So I don't think I'm gonna buy that.
Lips
I
are
think-
for nerds, though.
I think I'll just caw when I'm in trouble.
Like, aren't birds a signal whistle in their own right? Like,
Yeah, now you think about it, yeah. So maybe I was
Wait,
just.
can Kenku literally mimic any whistle that they've heard
That is
before?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
that is also true. So okay, so I don't need that then. So that's good news. Wait, did it?
Oh, before it gets brought up, the signet rings that you see listed in the general inventory items of common,
Yeah.
those cannot be purchased.
Signet rings can't be purchased.
Yes, those cannot be purchased. They are technically, because this city you're in is a monarchy, they control the crafting and creation of signet rings.
So that'd be like contraband to have.
Kind of, because each one of them is tied specifically to a noble house,
Right.
which kind of lends into that setup for it. There are certain ones that are tied to certain merchant guild members and things of that nature,
Mhm.
but that's why the crafting, creation, and purchase and selling of them is very much handled by the kingdom.
Right. Okay. I think I get every. Hold up. Let me see if it updated the equipment properly.
That's always a weird thing.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to add like 10 flasks of oil. No, it still only added 3, so that's.
Oh, hang on. Let me see if I can push it beyond that. Let me see. Refresh your inventory. Oil flask 3. And you wanted to buy a total of 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it says 10 on my side. Let me refresh and see if it stays.
Alrighty, let me refresh. Also, a question about pickaxes and pots and pans.
Okay.
If I attack with those, that's improvised damage, I'm assuming, right?
For the pots and pans, yes.
Mm-hmm.
For the pickaxe, technically no. I classify a pickaxe in the same category I would as a war pick
Okay.
because their weight and everything about them is the same.
Sweet.
So, by the same extension, I also say if you have a war pick, you can count it as a pickaxe.
Alrighty.
Just one question I also have. Can I
What?
cast catapult on a acid vial? Would that do both the 2d6 acid damage and the 3d8 from the catapult?
It wouldn't do the 3d8 from the catapult because the glass would shatter first. Technically, the damage would be on the glass itself on the impact of the shatter. The damage would be from the acid.
Okay.
Oh shit, that's insane. Okay. So I guess a miner's pick does 1d8 damage.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, It's meant to crack stone. I'm pretty sure it can crack a skull.
All right. I
I'm
would just
willing
like
to
to make this known that I'm using my magical tinkering to make these quote unquote glow sticks glow in the dark. And by glow sticks I mean vials of acid. So
Oh shit!
All right, make sure you make a note of that. So you have
yeah,
two
I have
glowing glow stick vials.
yes.
Wait.
Which also do 2d6 damage.
Oh, there we
when
go.
broken.
That's what I was looking for.
Works for me.
Okay, customize. No. All right. Well, I think I got everything I
All right.
wanted.
I
from
think we should
here.
start moving on because we have just been fucking around here for like half an hour. So
I mean, I have a plan.
That's kind of shopping in
Yeah, that's
general.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do put a limit on it. At the point of hitting like an hour of shopping, I normally say, all right, well, if you haven't bought it, finish up purchases. We're about to move on.
Yeah, pretty much. But
But
yeah.
especially with newer players and stuff like that, because seeing that massive list show up under just common items of stuff, there's a shit ton under there.
Hmm.
But half of it I've never used. Let's see here. Let
I'm
me
glad I'm glad you gave
refresh.
me a bag of holding, because holy shit.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Yeah.
And then I got the Kinder over here who's got 3 oil flasks, iron pot, sealing wax for some reason.
Me and the Kinder are equipping up like we're
And
Viet Cong.
Jesus, 1, 2, 3, 4,
keep that
5
one.
barrels.
Damn it.
And I'm still unencumbered.
Oh,
Holy
I was hoping you wouldn't announce that I got those, because I was just gonna pull them out at random.
Sorry, I'm just going down your list here to see what was purchased. So we got
Don't
5
worry.
I
I think
mean,
the
donkeys
surprise will
and
still be
feed.
there.
technically, I do have 5 magic items. Technically, although 2 of them are infusions and one of them is a bag of holding. So
Fair.
yeah,
Artificers. Magic on
yeah,
the cheap.
yeah.
Let's see here. Okay. So I think, unless there's any other purchases, are we good?
Yep.
That should
Got
be it. I'm just
pretty much
adding the
everything.
what, war pick and
Okay.
pickaxe. Alright. I think that should be up as soon as I say that.
All right.
There
I
we go.
will refresh my side so I can update yours. Confirming stuff.
And then attacking with anything else will just be not unarmed, but
Improvised.
improvised at that point.
Yep. All right. It's good. Monbaer Pjig's good. Frankie, were you good or?
Nope, I'm pretty much set. Yeah.
Okay, just to kind of let you know, it does say you only have 3 oil flasks.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, because for some reason it was resetting on Miss Manatee as well.
It says 3. No, it's good.
Okay. Um, your hunting trap. God.
Fucking
All
love
right.
those things.
You never know when you might need one, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Looking at the Kinder's list just made me nervous. So I have no idea what's going on there. But
I am a perfectly trustworthy individual.
Absolutely.
you know who says that? Perfectly untrustworthy individuals. But
Oh,
anywho,
I do want to ask one more.
okay.
Is shovel also improvised damage?
Sadly, yes.
That's fine.
It was like, I don't really want to admit the fact that it is, and I really wish you didn't ask.
No, it's more along the lines of I hate the factor that they classify it the way they do because I'm sorry, beating people in the face with a shovel is kind of a thing in a lot of fantasy tropes.
Do we just want to use Fallout New Vegas logic, where it's the most powerful weapon in the game?
No, that's just OP.
I killed the dragon with a shovel.
I mean, honestly, when it comes to those, I'd probably classify them as like a club.
Yeah, honestly.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, but that or improvise, whichever's faster at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm good with that. All right, that
All right.
pretty much clears our shopping. Then, if there's no other questions, we'll move
Yep.
right along to the setup. So, the other thing you guys had on your list of stuff that you wanted to do on your day off, essentially,
Mm-hmm.
um, was checking out the Hunters Guild. Now, the Hunters
Yes.
Guild is on the first tier of Elistine, which is where you guys have, made your temporary home at the bar. But this building is unlike the rest on the first tier of the build Elistine.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much a shabby structure to a certain degree,
Mm-hmm.
but as shabby as carved marble and intricately carved wooden doors and something that looks old and like has moss grown over in areas and things like that, but
Mm-hmm.
still underneath you can kind of see that at one point in time it was a big, beautiful, glorious structure.
Right.
2 stories in total, with a balcony on the front.
Mm-hmm.
When you get closer to the building and stuff like that, the door almost in a carved and looks to be a very beautiful scenery of like dragons fighting each other in the skies and stuff like that. And as you get closer and closer, you notice a little bit more detail in the carving where it's a bunch of names just carved into the door, but done so in a way that has made the scene more epic as it's gone along. So there is no actual like mosaic carving of a dragon fighting in the sky or anything like that. It's literally the way people have carved their name into the door.
Oh, okay.
Dope.
Yeah, so people have added to it and things over time, obviously. But yeah, I mean, as I'm assuming you guys are going in.
Yeah, I'm going in.
I will look over to my party with a disapproving glare. Don't kick
Why?
this door in. Don't break this one.
I'll think about it.
Fine. Fine.
All right, so as you guys make your way in, you're about to grab for the door handle as the doors burst outward with what looks to be some kind of 6-foot Goliath wrestling around with some kind of human, based on what you can see as they kind of roll past you through the muck into the street, and the doors kind of just close back as normal as that goes on outside. You guys at this point kind of step in, I'm assuming, or you stay in to watch the fight, or
Oh, I'm definitely watching the fight.
all right.
I take my iron pot and I throw it at the human.
Okay, go ahead and make an improvised
Hey!
attack roll.
Do I add my dexterity to it?
Yeah, for a throne.
18.
Okay. It definitely makes its way into the fray. But not quite in the way you expected. Let me see if his pulls off. He does. Holy shit.
What?
That was a nat 20 on the roll as the
Oh,
Goliath
shit.
grabs the pot midair as it's being thrown and proceeds to slap the human with it in one fell swoop. The human is out cold.
I give the Goliath a feathery thumbs up.
He kind of looks at the pot, then looks over at you and goes, "This yours?
Yeah?
Cool. All right. You can have that back."
Thank you.
Is there anything that I have that I can splash on the human? I'm gonna go ahead and try to wake the human up.
Bunch of bumps on his head.
While you're doing that, the glass will look at your ragtag group here a little bit, and he's like, "You must be new."
Yeah.
Gave it away.
The lack of plates, and he has at this point you kind of see like around his neck he has this very large uh, plate made out what looks to be some kind of gold coloring, a little tarnished, but still shows through a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Every hunter, has a plate. And if you're coming here, you're either looking to hire hunters or you're trying to become a hunter. And he kind of looks at you guys again and goes, "No offense, but people coming to hire usually dress differently."
Oh, I'm not hiring, sir. I'm too broke for that.
Fair.
I'm like, I'm looking for money.
Would be by becoming a hunter.
I wish I could say something differently, but I am also here for the money.
Oh,
I
come to the right place.
yeah.
We make shit tons sometimes. Other times, you'll be killing the sewer rats for food. But that's beside the point.
Sounds about normal.
Ready?
Let's get y'all inside. It's about this point you kind of like gently been like slapping that human in the face. He finally comes around and goes, "And your mother smells like goats."
Do you need my pot?
Nah, I think he's learned his lesson.
I was
I will
asking.
say,
Fuck.
Monbaer Pjig, real quick. You do notice that the guy does have a silver plate on.
Can I go ahead and try a sleight of hand that?
You can try. I will give you advantage against him, actually, given his current state.
Yeah.
Let me see how the sleight of hand roll with advantage. Roll.
Ooh, close.
Oh, god damn.
I beat you by 1.
Fuck.
So as you start to like lift it up, he's like, "Wow. That costs extra."
How much extra? I'm getting
You
a
know,
plate, Chris.
I've never thought about it, but it costs 10 gold to replace it, so at minimum 10 gold.
Nope. Okay, 10 gold.
Deal! They hand you the silver plate, takes the 10 gold. And he kind of meanders his way back inside, kind of giving a nod to the Goliath as he walks past.
I'm walking. Look at me. I'm a hunter now.
You walk in and say that.
Yeah.
Slap my ass off. They catch your ass.
So as you walk in, you this very bolsterous, jovial room. A lot of people having meals. There's maps scrolled across tables of people discussing like routes they're going to be taking, that kind of stuff. But as soon as you say that, you could hear a pin drop in the room as everyone turns and looks at you. At this point, you hear a very soft voice come from behind the counter and goes, "Are you transferring or are you joining?"
Yeah, joining.
Right. Well, in that case, please see me at the counter.
All right. See you guys.
I'll follow him to the counter as well.
I will follow him, but at like a considerable distance as to not make myself seem associated.
You're associated. Why you follow me?
Right. So it's at this point, the glass, walks in right behind you guys and goes back over to his little group of people at the bar drinking, and the human walks over with him. They start drinking again and having a good time. As you guys do approach the counter, though, you do see a very finely dressed half elven woman standing behind the
Oh.
counter.
Oh.
She looks over your party for a moment with a very discerning eye. Let's see, what's this? Unlike a smart DM, I did not write down my stuff. Okay. So 13 passive insights, 12 is being the lowest. All right, so she definitely comes off has a bearing of like no nonsense, straight to the point type of personality just from looking at her. I mean, you kind of see the crow's feet and the kind of scowl marks on her forehead a little bit.
I mean, no need to bring my feet into this.
But she kind of gives you guys once over and goes, "Welcome to the Hunters Guild of Ellerstein. If you're joining up, we are currently arranging for tests for other individuals at the moment. But we do have a few individuals who have returned today that can be available for tests for those seeking to join the Hunters Guild." At this point, she looks at the silver plate that you kind of have. Do you have it around your neck, or are you holding it?
No, I have it around my neck with the shit eating. I'm wearing that shit like Tupac.
Okay. She kind of looks at it and goes, "Sadly, I must." And she snaps her fingers, and you see where it had like carvings of the Hunters Guild and stuff all over the plate. It just goes blank. She goes, "If you have not earned a rank with our guild yet, I'm sadly cannot allow you to wear one with markings.
But I am in the guild.
Not unless you've registered,
Can I
and
get
I
a
would know." No.
We'll find that human eventually. That'll become a pivotal point later.
The Kinder will remember this. No,
Who remembers this?
so she looks you guys over and goes, "Typical joining of the Hunters Guild requires the guild dues be paid up front for obvious reasons. That is 10 gold per individual. We will sign your name into the guild book of hunters, at which point in time you will be tested to find out where you should fall for your initial starting rank. We do have several testers available at the moment. If that is something you wish to do."
And I slam 10 gold on the counter.
Very well.
That human over there said he was good for it.
Make a deception check first off.
Yes. Exception, one second.
Okay.
Would it be an advantage or disadvantage given her no nonsense attitude?
Oh.
Just flat roll.
Alright.
No advantage or disadvantage.
14.
It just means she don't tolerate our antics for long.
37.
Fuck.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah, she's got levels. She kind of looks at you and goes, "You're funny." Enjoy that. That typically doesn't last long. And she kind of, takes the 10 gold off the counter that you place down, and starts pulling out a piece of paper and starts writing and stuff on that. Anybody else putting up money? Because she will repeat the process with each of you.
Yes, I will put in the 10 monies.
Okay.
Reluctantly, with the frown on my face, put it on the counter.
She writes up the contracts for you guys, and she sends them around to you each. These are the contracts for the Hunters Guild. If you take up a quest or a request within the guild itself, you are expected to complete such things. If you do not complete said quest and denounce or forfeit the quest in the time given, you will have to compensate for that loss. So be mindful of that as things progress. With that being said, as a member of the Hunters Guild, this does open up certain facilities that we do offer here as far as rooms. It does also open up your availability to make requisitions of the craftsmen of the guild at certain times. Most people end up starting out as copper-plate adventurers, and as such, there's not much you can request at that stage. It's normally once you get to silver tier or higher that you can make requests of our craftsmen. Other than that, there are certain other rules involving our members of our guild and how they should behave towards each other. Any member who kills another member unjustly outside of a duel that has been pre-approved will be banned and potentially, given the context of certain situations that have happened in the past, hunted as well.
Hmm.
So bear that in mind. While fighting, as she kind of looks over towards that group, they all kind of like smiling, like sheepishly and shrug. Is allowed. It is not encouraged. And she turns back to you guys. Is all of this understood?
I'm gonna kind of look and be like, yeah. Sure.
The stuff we can requisition, that includes the alcohol, right?
No. She smiles.
Damn.
Our food and drink services are on a per need basis, essentially. If you require food or drink, you may make a request of it, and we will charge you for those services. With that being the case, I will say our favorite dish of most of our hunters is actually a silver piece, and it does come with a small pint of ale.
You say, that's it? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
like,
just learning.
Any other questions?
I will wordlessly just sign my name on whatever piece of paper she's given.
Okay.
I I I dip my beak into the bottle of ink I bought, and I will sign with my beak.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my hand, dump it in the ink, and put a palm print. Having been raised by druids and animals, I do not know how to sign my own name.
She looks it over and she just kind of smiles. Well, you've made your marks. Rolls up each piece of paper, and it kind of, once it's been rolled and sealed, vanishes.
So you're like immediately pulls him up and rips him in half. Good. Worthless.
Which?
Among things. But that is neither here nor there. So, while your guild dues have been paid and you've signed your contracts to sign on as hunters with the guild, you now must take on your first hunt.
Yes.
And you are allowed to pick your instructors. As she kind of wordlessly looks around the room, and you do see three individuals kind of look over towards the counter, kind of like that, fuck, all right, and get up and start walking over.
New guy, fuck.
I'm just going to look in disappointment and just kind of not even like walk in their direction, but get on the ground and just start rolling, like straight up log rolling towards them.
I'm just gonna stare blankly at them with my beak still covered in ink.
Fair enough.
And then I'm gonna put the ink bottle away.
All right. They come
You
over.
gonna log roll on this one too, or are you gonna?
So they come over, and there's two silver plates and one gold plate. Who walks over? Your two silver plates are decent builds. Based on what you see on their attire and stuff like that, you would assume they're some kind of fighter warrior types.
Okay.
The gold plate that comes over is actually wearing robes, has double underslung spell books underneath his armpits.
Oh, you said underslung. I thought you said underslung. I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, underslung.
He's got some brass balls.
Basically, like shoulder holster type thing, but there's spell books there on each side. And they walk over. These are the instructors we currently have available.
I just stare blankly at them in my dumb bird-like gaze.
Me trying to mimic the bird, I just start like blinking repeatedly, like almost to the point where it's obnoxious and annoying.
Fair enough. But your group will go together with one of these individuals and complete a hunt. On survival and completion of said hunt, you will return here and be given full rights as a hunter. If you should die or fail to complete the hunt in the time allotted, you will not be allowed to join the Hunters Guild, and your initial due fees are non-refundable.
Would I have to pay after I die?
Funeral services are not included with your guild fees.
Oh. It's not like I'm worried about that. I'll be dead.
But most of them say. Now, your group can select one, but it must be a unanimous decision. So make your selection.
So the two of the others look like fighters, and the one looks like a magic user?
Yeah.
Magic users are quite soft.
I don't know. He looks like he's got a big dick.
You say that in character.
I do say that in character.
Nice caution.
Those two fighters kind of chuckle, but the magic user does not. He just stands there still.
Oh, fuck. He's serious.
Dude, that means his dick must be even bigger than you thought. Let's
I
go with him.
know. Go with the big dick Barry?
Well, just the stoicism, the majesty. Do you see his just sculpted face? Let's
Kind
go.
of shitting myself now. Yeah, let's go with him.
I'm just going to like slowly bring a claw up to my forehead and sigh, but I will nod.
Okay. She kind of nods to the other two. They give her, courteous nod back and walk away. The other guy steps forward. At this point, he kind of tosses his hood back, and he's a half elf. And he looks to you all and goes, I am Valem Greymane, gold plate hunter here at Elistine.
I'm
So-
going to immediately walk up and shake his hand, like in an obnoxious fashion, shaking up and down repeatedly.
All right. Make a strength check.
Dope. All right.
Holy crap. Okay.
See what we got here. I got a 9. I am fucked.
So you go to shake vigorously, and his hand doesn't move, and nothing happens as he just looks at you.
Does it look like I'm like spazzing out while gripping on his hand?
Like your arm's trying to move his hand, but it just won't.
Like the veins are like flexing throughout my entire body.
He kind of smiles for a minute. It's like, good effort. And you are?
Fuck.
I
Monbaer Pjig.
I'm
Interesting.
Alaya.
Alaya?
Reena.
Reena. Pleasure to meet you all. Kind of gives you guys a once over. Any of you tried to be deceptive or try to hide any of your capabilities, or are you just standing there?
I'm just standing there mindlessly.
Okay.
I don't think he'd be able to recognize many of my capabilities anyway. You know what? Fuck it. Let's make this something awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and use my rat transformation. Fuck
Okay.
deceptive. Let's go hard in the paint.
So mark off one of your beast shapes.
Hold on. Let's see how. This will actually be a good way to learn how to use it.
Oh, is he asking what we're capable of doing?
Well, no, he's just kind of giving you guys a once over. That's why I was asking, are you trying to hide anything from him or anything, or like
Oh.
that type of thing?
How do I use the wild shape ability?
So, for a wild shape, if you look under actions, you'll see two little boxes underneath the wild shape.
Oh, okay. So just hit one of those.
Yeah, click one of those.
Right. And is there anything to specify which form? Or I just call it out, or
No, you just tell me which one it is.
Solid
That's under
Rat.
your extras, so you get your Sword of Light Rat.
Yep.
All right. So you transform. He kind of he'd pass by you for like a second, looking down the line of individuals in front of him, and then as you transform, he kind of tilts his head, looks back at you for a second. Druid.
I'm going to
Interesting.
immediately start flexing my rat-like musculature.
So I'm picturing something reminiscent of like '90s Hulk Hogan going on. Okay.
Hey there, brother.
Kind of gives you guys a once over and stuff like that. Nodding. Well, not the worst I've seen, but should be passable.
Immediately sits down with a frown. I'll stay informed.
So, capture, kill, or harvest.
I'm thinking kill. How do you guys feel?
Why not a challenge? Why not capture? Like,
I
anybody
don't
can
believe I'm
kill.
capable of capturing anybody alive.
I mean, anybody can just kill somebody. Capture's a real challenge.
You do bring up a solid point.
You think we'd be ready for that?
If we're doing this, then I guess we might as well just do this.
I mean, I got rope, so
Got plenty of rope. I guess we're doing a capture.
all right.
Dooley,
Capture.
we will take a capture quest if possible. She kind of nods to him, goes through some paperwork behind the counter, pulls out one of the forms, sets up on the counter. Well, for this hunt, interestingly enough, we do have a bit of a challenge in that regard. It's not something I would recommend normally, but I think it should prove useful. The capture quest we currently have is actually earmarked for a clawfoot. However, they've been traveling in somewhat larger packs than normal. So there are some challenges, to say the least.
Would I know what a clawfoot is?
I was about to
Or
ask that.
Make a nature check.
Should I do a nature check as a druid or
Yeah, you can if you'd like.
13?
I rolled a 12.
roll? And I got an 11.
Okay. Sorry, I'm pulling things up. So, with your guys' checks, you kind of get the basis of a clawfoot. They are two-legged saurian type creatures. They have sharp toe claws that kind of resemble sickles. For you as players, basically think of them as smaller versions of velociraptors, like Jurassic Park level
Yeah.
velociraptors.
In my character's head, there's like a stick figure drawing of a velociraptor.
Pretty much. Um, but there are a few that have been near the city that are causing a bit of problems for some of the ground-based merchants, and a few of them have chipped some money together to capture a few of them. One, to take them out of play, but also because the halflings typically prefer them as mounts.
Ah.
So each capture will be worth 100 gold pieces.
Oh shit.
Let's go.
Dead ones, however, are worth nothing as far as the quest is concerned.
All right.
No mishaps, I guess. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I was getting
So,
excited there for a second.
with that being the case, if you would like to take this quest, you may. Mage looks to you guys.
I have absolutely no capability for non-lethally disabling opponents.
I do have animal handling, but I'm not sure if
I definitely have ways to non-lethally take these fuckers in.
Okay,
I can convince them that it's a good idea.
so I have acrobatics and animal handling, so that might be useful. Athletics as well. Okay. All we gotta do is see, hear from the merchants, see what pattern they have, go to where they normally go to, then figure out how to get them from there.
Oh, just as a heads up, I did purchase a donkey, and I have an idea.
I'm getting
Oh.
concerned, but
Da, 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 da,
So-
da, 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 da.
from what I'm gathering, it's 2-1 right now.
Yeah, feel like it.
suppose.
So down the list, we'll
I'm
go. Frankie's down. Cat, you good?
If this is what we're doing, I suppose I'll do it.
Well, do we want to go over the other quests to see what they entail before we say yes to this one?
Well, this is the capture one that's available.
Right. Oh, so we can't like go
If you wanted to change over to the kill quest, it would be something different.
right. I might as well try this.
Yeah, let's try it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm assuming at this point, Cat, Reina's just kind of along for the ride. All
I guess so.
right. So Julie nods at this point and is like, very well. All you have to do is sign on the line. And she kind of sets out a ink and quill again and waits for you guys to sign the contract.
So, as far as like signing the contract with the ink, given how I did a handprint last time, did my hand get any larger?
You're hearing what?
Did my hand get any larger when I transformed into that solid rat? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, technically, you keep your same size.
Oh, same size. Okay, so I don't need to do like an acrobatics check to stick my hand in there.
I mean, not really.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead, just like stuff my hand in the ink and then slam down on the page as hard as I can.
Okay.
I realize that my feathery finger has a hard time with feathery quills, so I'm gonna use my beak again, dip it in the ink, and sign it that way.
All right.
I'm going to sign like a completely normal person.
All right. You guys sign and stuff like that. The ink glows and then is rendered into normal ink, essentially. At which point in time, the contract rolls itself up and is immediately sealed. At the same time, on the kind of big board, you do see one of the markings disappear. Basically saying that quest is no longer available. That way, there's no double bookings.
Right.
At this point, Julia's like, well, best of luck, and I hope you survive. You have 24 hours to return with at least one captured clawfoot.
All right.
If you do not, it will be a failed hunt.
Ah.
Bear that in mind.
All
Well,
right.
failure means learning, or whatever they say. So let's go ahead and see where these bastards are.
All right.
At which point, the gold plate steps up. He's like, well, let's get your stuff and be on our way. At which point, Julia sets up a copper plate, and you see it gets markings and stuff of that nature on it. And then she doesn't hand those to you. She sets them to the side, kind of on a board almost that seems to be like for individuals being tested. You do see another peg currently with a couple plates around it. And you guys are handed what's considered day passes. They're basically small little writs passed out by the Hunters Guild that allow you to pass through the gates. These passes are only valid for 24 hours.
Okay.
gonna go ahead and just slide that in my pocket.
Yep, same.
Well, loincloth thingy.
Little pocket in there, right?
My knee pocket.
More like a condom, but yeah.
So, at which point, the mage looks to you guys and goes, "Well, let's head outside. We'll talk there."
Alright.
So, you guys, he makes his way out the door.
I'm gonna kind of like make my way out the door, but it's gonna be really awkward in my beast form for the first time. So I'm just gonna be bumping into shit.
Fair enough. So, there's some bumping and gentle guidance from other hunters along the way. By a kind little, get the fuck off my shit kind of scenario.
Kind, gentle, get the fuck off.
Turn around and look back at the hunter. Hey, wait! Get the fuck off my shit! That's you, bitch.
He's very perplexed at the rat that smells, just kind of chittering at him. You guys make your way outside the doors to the Hunters Guild. You got, at this point, the gold plate, Balaam, looks at you guys. Call me Vale. I guess I'm supposed to be helping in this regard as far as guidance goes for hunts. But I'm also not allowed to interfere with the hunt, particularly.
That's fair enough.
It is up to you to complete. I get paid either way. So, with that being said, proper preparation for a hunt is critical.
Yes.
Making sure you have the necessary tools to do what you are setting out to do is also critical. With that being said, transporting a live clawfoot is an endeavor, to say the least. I do have some ideas as far as that may go for transportation purposes, but I must ask: do you have ways of transporting a medium creature? Let's say.
I'm gonna go ahead and call for my donkey.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna just rope him up and try to wrangle him. I guess clawfoot hustling.
No,
Over
you
to-
don't get it. In Soartown, we ride in style.
So we're
Lord,
so we're riding on the clawfoots, right?
I gotta say, let's see. Let's give this a
Actually,
randomized.
you said they were small, right?
They're medium beasts technically,
Okay.
based on what information you guys have.
So like dog sized, maybe.
Um, Small pony or like Great Dane.
Okay. So probably not a good idea to try and ride them.
Probably not.
Not of my size. Kender probably could.
Yeah, Kender definitely could. I will say the donkey does kind of stroll over at the whistle of the Kender. The only way I can think of to describe this is like think a tweaker who shoved his finger into a light socket, but
That's
it
his
looks like a
donkey.
donkey.
Donkey? What happened to you?
So that's kind of what you're looking at as far as donkeys go. It's loaded down with a few feed bags.
It was a cheap donkey.
Yeah. um,
8 gold for this baby right here, and I'm immediately like pat it on the forehead multiple times, like I'm trying that car salesman meme.
that's it.
This donkey can hold so much disappointment.
Well, if we're gonna use that, you may need a small cart and a cage.
That is true.
Either that or some kind of knockout material, whether it be bolts or arrows enchanted with sleeping effects or gas grenades of some sort.
I thought about a net, but they could probably cut right through that.
I mean, depending on the type of net, it might work. It'd have to be heavy enough.
I could just talk to them.
That is true. That is an option.
Druids do have that capability, in my experience.
And then I immediately pull out all 4 of my barrels. Then I got these suckers right here.
Barrels?
Yeah.
Barrels?
Yeah. Plural.
How did you fit them?
Dude, this bag of holding You could hold shit you wouldn't even believe. I'm gonna start slapping my hand on the bag of holding. There's so much stuff.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
So, sounds like the druid and the Kenku are ready. And the Owlin?
I'm just being dragged along for the ride, I suppose.
Well, I will say, given what we're being sent after, I will say it will require you to actively engage with them.
I don't think I have any capabilities that will help.
To be
Unfortunately.
fair, the critical portion of this is to pay attention to the quest requirements. You're only required to bring back one alive.
Yeah.
If we run into more than one, thinning the herd will definitely be necessary.
I suppose that's true.
I will also say, hey, kind of like, give me perception checks,
All right, let's see.
Me.
What about
everybody.
9.
Oh God,
perception? Is it?
Oh,
I got a what? I can't see past the die.
8.
I also got a 9.
We are very perceptive.
Okay, so we're gonna go with your
Indeed.
passives.
Oh,
um, yeah, you guys kind of catch it. He kind of looks around a little bit and he goes, "Just remember, once the quest is complete, so is mine."
Ah,
so what you're saying is, if we don't complete this quest, you have to hang out with us until we do, at least for 24 hours.
Not at all. What I
Oh.
was saying.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Once you've captured a singular clawfoot or incapacitated it enough, your quest is over.
mm.
So bear that in mind. And he kind of gives you a smile.
Because you're leaving us immediately after we knock one of these fuckers out.
Not at all. Quite the opposite.
Where do we find one of these Saurian bastards?
Yeah, that one. What do you
I
say?
have an idea for that. And he kind of motions towards down the street a ways. You guys do see the massive gates of Elistine. Most of you would have seen them coming into town at some point in time, either through airship travels or on foot or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
They are massive. They're 40 foot across, something like 60 foot high.
Uh-huh.
Large metallic gates.
Mhm.
Because we headed out that way. And he just kind of turns and, if you're ready, let's go.
All right,
I will begin flying towards the gates.
All right.
I'll just walk.
I'm gonna sit there and frolic my way towards the gate in my rat form, like literally skipping.
Holding the reins of your mule.
Yep,
All right.
the mule is also skipping.
Oh my god.
Okay, we'll go with it. Moving right along. So you guys get to the gates and stuff like that. The gate guards, ask for your permits to enter and leave the city by gate, and he pulls out his gold plate and shows his ID badge, essentially. And you guys have your temporary passes, and they look him over real quick. And very well. Crack the lower third. And at this point, you do see the lower third of the gate crack open enough for you guys to pass through.
All right.
Basically, the security here is set up for this type of purpose, for allowing people to enter and exit based on size, but never opening more than need be.
Right.
So you guys do get outside finally and stuff like that. It is a very beautiful day out. Clear skies overhead. Everything else is pretty good. Weather seems pretty fair. You guys are at the side of the city, and he sort of keeps walking a little ways from the gate. And once you guys are far enough out, he stops and he kind of looks over his shoulder. You guys kind of trailing up to him. looks up and sees the owlin kind of hovering in the air a bit, and he's like, "Well, that's interesting. All right. So now that we're outside the city, away from prying ears, what I was trying to say earlier is the second you guys capture one successfully or negotiate, as he looks at the Kinder, skipping up with his skipping mule, it's surrender. Am no longer bound by the observer role. Once the capture and the quest is complete, I can engage. So the quicker you're able to accomplish that, the quicker I can lend you a hand.
Sweet.
Because realistically, I had a busy day of drinking ahead of me that I was really looking forward to.
Hmm.
It's okay.
So,
We all had live ones too, and I pat him on the shoulder.
jumping up to pat him on the shoulder.
Yeet.
Well, either way, I'd like to return to it as quickly as I possibly can, but also, I've never lost anyone on my endeavors before. I'd really rather not start now.
All right.
Fair enough.
So,
I don't plan on dying just to besmirch your perfect record, so don't worry about that.
I don't plan on dying, but you know what they say: life is an adventure,
Exactly.
and they might
out,
say death is the greatest adventure of them all.
well, out here, the adventure is getting back to the city alive in one piece.
Fine.
So, let's aim for that and see how we do. Now, are any of you versatile at tracking?
Would that count as like the animal handling proficiency
Yeah, I was about to
Uh,
ask.
or survival?
It's under survival, yeah.
Oh,
Yes, I do have that ability.
Okay. Well, we'll be headed over to the forest, and he kind of points over to the like in the distance. You see a little bit of a tree line. I'd say probably about a good 600-700 feet from the main gates. Because we'll be starting our search over that way. That tends to be the hunting grounds, at least in my experience. But tracking them's going to be interesting, so be careful with it.
How
Outside of that,
heavy would a rat be, by the way? Like, could I carry that while flying?
given his current carry weight and general size of a halfling, I would say he's probably close to like maybe 90 something pounds, given his current form. And with your current weight, yeah, you'd be able to fly with it.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up Ratman and, like, just hover above the ground.
Man.
All right, so we've got the owl now clutching the rat man.
Check to contest. I did
You
not.
go to
Son.
okay. You can make it an athletics contest then.
I
So
mean, if he wriggles out, I'm not gonna, like, restrain him or anything. I'm
okay,
just gonna try and pick him up.
23.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
yeah, he slips, completely right as you're going to pick him up.
You.
A mulberry is a tree, but Monbaer is a rat. You should know the difference.
I've eaten rats before. You really shouldn't, make yourself difficult.
You just like, chicken sounded pretty good right about now. I'm gonna start. Actually, I'm gonna start making gestures and talking shit to him, like talking shit about him to my donkey, who's then just gonna nod and like point.
But it's just a bunch of rat noises, right? Like,
Yeah,
so you're talking shit, but all you just hear is a bunch of angry squeaking.
pretty much. Um, so at which point the gold plate will be like, well, this will be interesting, and starts making his way towards the tree line.
Yep, I'll follow him.
I will fly around him, like, at the height of, like, 10 feet-ish above the ground.
I'll
Okay.
continue to frolic behind him.
It's good to have eyes in the sky.
Oh yeah. So you guys get within like I want to say 30 feet of the forest tree line and stuff like that, and he kind of stops the whole group at this point. And he's like, "Now, I could leave you guys to your own devices, and you guys can figure out what you want, or I could lend some advice. It's up to you.
I'd appreciate advice actually.
Yeah, I'll be reasonable this time.
Very well. Given the
What?
current party composition of your group here, I would probably say the best bet would be to have our friend Reena flying overhead and
Mhm.
keeping track of the group once we've located them, or if they're able to spot them beforehand.
Right.
Uh, the two individuals, you two, who are first at tracking, let's see what we can find as far as prints or tracks or sign goes, and figure out which direction we need to head.
Okay.
Question: would this go against your rules? Which do they have any sort of dietary habits or things that we can be aware of, or would that go against the rules of the quest?
I don't think that would.
I don't think it would, but these tend to be more scavenger carnivores.
Okay.
They're not above eating an easy meal, but if need be, larger packs of them will take down larger beasts.
Okay.
Good to know. I look at the donkey.
Well, how do we make him smell good?
I actually have an idea for that too, but let's go looking for tracks first. We have to try and at least locate them first.
That is true. Yeah.
All right. So, Alaya and Monbaer Pjig throw survival checks. Reena, if you're doing a Overwatch flyover check, go ahead and make a perception.
Oh wait, it ain't
All
that bad.
right.
All right, it's 7.
30-18.
I got a 10.
Nice. Okay.
Actually 9. My bad.
All right. So we got a 9 and 7 on the survival check. So you're not able to pick up a trail right away. However, Reina, you do spot what looks to be some kind of movement off to, I would say, probably the northwest of the current position. Roughly about 200 feet. You do see some movement. Pretty quick, but nothing that gets past you. You do see the glint of some smaller scales through the trees.
I will point in that direction and hopefully they notice
I was
because
about to
I don't want
say.
to make a noise.
Are we able to see that?
Um, well, I'm assuming at this point Raina's not in full stealth, so with your passive perception, you'd be able to pick her
Okay,
up.
sweet.
I was about ready to roll a perception check. Okay, we're good to go.
I don't see shit.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd make you roll it if Raina was stealthing, but
Right.
without the stealth, yeah, no, that's something you guys can notice. The owl flying around above you.
Yeah, especially when they tried to fucking eat me. Um, um,
So, at which point, Balaam does pick it up. He sees what you guys are doing. He nods. He's like, okay, let's head that way.
I guess we'll do that.
let's go. Continues to skip with the donkey.
Can I begin stealthing while flying? Is that a thing I can do, or
You'd have to fly lower, which will increase the DC of your perception checks, but yes, you could.
because I do have the feature like silent feathers, right?
Yeah.
So would that affect the like do I I have no idea.
For your racials?
Yeah, my racial is silent feathers. So
Yeah. I mean, you have the proficiency, but yeah. It's like you wouldn't be making any extra noise. I would just say because you're having to fly lower to kind of gain the treetop advantage type thing, you'd have a higher DC on your perception.
oh, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and make your stealth roll.
23.
Nice.
Jesus. Nice. All right. Yeah, you're fucking vanished. Yep.
Can't even
You're
see.
you're in the trees. So you're good to go in there. I will say at this point, go ahead and throw me your next survival check.
Let's go.
Oh, nice. Fuck yeah.
I got a
Uh,
17, I think. I can't see past the die.
Yeah, 17. 22?
22.
Okay. So we got 17, 22 for the tracking. You guys both pick up the same set of tracks essentially at this point. It seems to be 3 distinct treads of tracks, different varying sizes a little bit. So there's definitely 3 of them. They
Sweet.
are seeming to be headed in the northwestern direction that you guys saw Reena point in, but you do have a trail to follow.
How
Okay,
fresh are
well.
the tracks?
Yes. How fresh are
are
the tracks?
Or is that not something
Um,
to determine at this point? Or...
I would say with the rolls you guys got, you could probably guess because of the dry atmosphere and stuff like that, and the fact that some of the sign and stuff along the trail right where you're at is broken recently, so there's no sap forming on any of the thicker branches or anything like that. There's definitely been through here in the last, I would say, 20 minutes to an hour.
Alrighty, well, let's follow that trail.
Okay. So you guys make your way deeper and deeper into the forest, following the trails. Reena, at this point, you're still airborne, but just using the tree cover a bit as you're flying through. Go ahead and give me your secondary perception check.
Nat 20.
Nice. You do notice both sets. There is 2 that seem to have flanked off and around back towards their path that your team's been following. And there's one that's flanked off to the right of where your team's been following. They do seem to be circling back towards the ground team.
I will keep this information in mind, but I don't want to break stealth, so I'm not going to say anything.
Good to know. All right, so ground team. Give me survival and perception checks.
Survival.
My survival's 3. Or hold up. Let
11.
me add the bonus. Won't amount to much still.
So I got 11 for survival and a 12 for
6, 7, 8.
perception.
Okay, so I got 8 for survival.
Okay.
Perception, you're asking?
Yep.
Not 1.
Okay.
Shit.
With that being the case, we're gonna go ahead and roll for initiative. Do me a favor in that regard. Try to throw that one in the app because it builds into the encounter builder.
Alrighty.
For the purpose of this, you've got 2, one at this location and one at this location. Monbaer Pjig, are you in front with the donkey or are you in back with the donkey?
I'll be in front with the donkey.
Okay, so you and donkey are occupying these squares
Does it talk?
Well, it talks to me.
right here.
Ah. Does it
And
sound like
that
Eddie
would
Murphy?
place that would place Alaya right here.
Did my donkey need to do an initiative roll?
I don't see
No, I'm just assuming your thing's going on.
Okay.
I don't see your cursor.
It's not showing up.
Mm-mm.
Oh, there
For
we
me.
go. It's working now.
Oh, okay. That's weird, but all right. So yeah, you're right here.
Hold up. Let me
You
try
can see
to
it.
get in, get out. Maybe it's my end. Oh
Yeah,
my god, computer.
complications. Swear to God, I'm gonna end up taking all these things into Photoshop and just putting the chessboard freaking liner of like A through whatever and
If it
1
doesn't
through
work for
whatever.
me, I just might theater of the mind this shit.
Fair enough. All right, so Reena, if you can see the cursor, you're in that tree group to the bottom right hand corner.
All right, noted.
Okay.
I need to get a new PC. Jesus Christ. This is unacceptable.
You've got one coming from the southern side and one coming from the northern side. And then you have one coming from the back.
Okay.
But still on the northern side of that road.
And you said these little bastards pounced on us?
Yeah, they're coming in at you hard quick. They got a surprise round to hit you, essentially, if they can get close enough.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, double things. Okay, so I've got one hitting based on distance that I'm seeing. I've got one hitting Monbaer Pig, and then one coming up behind that is headed for Alaya, and then one that's headed for the donkey.
Can't they buy me dinner first at least? Come on.
So, good news is none of them are close enough together to get any of their bonuses in that regard. So these are straight normal attacks. That is a 20 to hit Monbaer Pig.
Damn.
And they do that. That is 7 damage to Monbaer Pig.
Holy shit.
God damn. 7.
Clawfoot B going after
16.
Alaya. That is a 14 and does not hit.
Okay, good. I was about to say 14 damage. What?
And Clawfoot C to Donkey.
Hold on, I need to switch my temporary HP because I'm in the fucking form with and it has 55 HP, so I'm good.
Yeah. So, yeah, the last one does not hit either. So, 7 damage on the surprise round to Monbaer Pig, which in rat form is kind of giving them the finger. So, with that being said, we now start at the top of the initiative order with Alaya. Alaya? Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Alaya.
Yeah, that the bird.
The Kenko. The Kenko goes first.
Alrighty. I am gonna attempt to try to wrestle it down and tie it up because I already have the rope equipped.
Go ahead and then roll for your contested athletics check. See how well they do.
18.
So, the one that was coming at you, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Alright. Oh, crap. That is not an 18, so you've succeeded at the grapple check. You've gotten them grappled.
Am I able to tie the rope?
That's gonna take a turn.
Okay.
I would say you've been able to grapple them and probably wrestle them to the ground.
Okay.
So you'll have advantage on the tying them up at least.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna like try to roll them away from the grouping or?
Yeah, that'd probably be smart.
All right. So we'll go ahead and say that you move them back half your movement speed, so 15 feet back down the trail
Yeah, like while
towards the
wrestling
left-hand
up.
side. So back by that rock on the left-hand side there, by the big bush
Alrighty.
tree thing, whatever.
Yeah.
So you're back there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That leads us over to Reena, who is currently in stealth and is unnoticed.
Can I like swoop in and grab one, or do I not have enough movement for that?
Based on distance, let me double count here. I mean, you could get to one and grab it.
I would like to do that. You know, just like swoop in, grab him while he's not unnoticed, right? Like,
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah, you'd basically get a surprise on him, so you'd have advantage on the athletics check to grab him.
okay, I'll do that.
I will say you wouldn't be able to get much distance after the grab.
I should still be like able to, grab him and hopefully carry him away next turn, right? Like it doesn't need to be
like
this.
you'd be able to get to him to get to them for the grab. With the grapple, the next turn you'd have half your movement speed to go anywhere you wanted, up, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
So go ahead and make the contested athletics.
All right.
Never mind, you win.
13.
A 1.
All right.
Great. Yeah. We got new kobolds.
Oh wait, I didn't even roll with advantage. Don't need it, I guess. It's fine.
I mean, roll it to see if you get the 20.
It's true.
I'm glad I had advantage.
Yeah.
How many of these raptors are there again?
3, I
Three.
think.
Yeah, there's 3 in total.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so we have Clawfoot A, B, and C.
Okay.
A is the one that's on you. B is the one that's now being wrestled and tied up by Alaya.
Mhm.
And C is currently being lifted off the ground by the owl person.
Shit.
Alright. So that would be Reena's turn. Monbaer Pjig, it is officially your turn to whoop some ass.
Okay, so first I'm going to use my bonus action to revert form to go back to being my
Normal self?
Yep.
Alright. Don't forget to remove your imp on that, by the way.
Oh, question, with the 7 damage, does that just go back from my normal health cap when it drops, or does it
Nope.
go back to full? Okay.
Yeah, none of your health didn't get affected enough to transfer over. Basically, they have to whittle down your beast form completely in order to hit your actual HP.
Okay. And then um what do I want to do next? Would I be able to use okay, so I have a bonus action as well. Could I use my spell to communicate communicate with the raptor?
Which
Or
one are
is
you trying to use? Speak with animals?
Yep, speak with animals.
All right, so you're gonna try to cast Speak with Animals to communicate with them.
Yep.
Okay.
So just
Go ahead and spend the spell slot.
spell slot and then cast. I don't know if that does anything, but I have to roll.
See here. I don't think they even roll. They just are able to understand you.
Yeah. Persuasion, I guess.
Yeah, it depends on what you're asking them to do.
Let's try.
Well, because
Oh.
my idea was I was going to go ahead and slaughter the donkey in front of them and try to convince them that there is more food with us willingly and show us others of their kind to come with.
Okay,
It's
so
gonna be hard to convince.
I'm just trying hard to figure out how those roles would work for doing something like that.
so you're casting the spell and telling them, "Hey, we've brought donkey as food. We have more food if you would like to join up with us."
Not just donkey, but 4 bags of feed as well.
Okay. So in that vein, make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, right. Yo.
Just for the sake of
11.
With advantage, though.
Yeah, he rolled an 11 with advantage.
Yeah, it was not that
Oh, fuck. Okay. It's hard sell.
yeah, that's a hard. Okay, so
Because I'm wrestling one in the corner, one got swooped out of the air.
I'm literally going to slaughter an animal in front of for the.
I will say with that, you say, "Hey, we brought food." Yeah, that's no, it's gonna try to eat you.
Still gonna try and eat me.
It's gonna try to eat you. Yeah.
Try me,
Because
bitch.
that would be your bonus action to drop form, your action to cast the spell and the speaking. You have movement left, but if you move out of the space you're currently in, you're gonna provoke attack of opportunity. So that's up to you.
Is the donkey still alive? That did not get used for my action.
The donkey hasn't done anything as of yet, and it hasn't taken damage at all.
Okay, I'll stand my ground. I just need to be more convincing.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right, so
Be
that's
the alpha.
what you're doing. Standing your ground with it. It is its turn. Motherfucker.
Hmm.
No, that's its turn. Clawfoot B's contested athletics against Alaya.
Mm-hmm. Guess my strength, I'm
Ooh.
assuming. break?
Yeah, it's athletics.
Do they break out?
It's gonna be hard pressed. We'll see. You got for your athletics check.
Oh, am I rolling my athletic check?
Yeah, it's trying to break free of you.
Okay. $11.
Okay, no, it's able to kick its way free.
I had a plan for this.
There is some good news in this regard. It does have to spend half its movement speed to get up.
Good.
You stupid bitch.
And its actions burned already, so it's lost half its movement speed and got up. So that's it for its turn.
Fine, you don't want to cooperate? I got something for you.
Foot sees contested grapple against Reena.
Oh boy, I'm so good at that, Lennox.
You'll
Don't roll a
stop it,
1.
right?
11.
1.
All right, I think I win. I have 2 1s and you have 1 1. So
Oh, swear to God, into the game, it's going to be fucking a few kobolds now riding fucking clawfoots. Jesus Christ. I'm gotta get new die, apparently, for this DMing. We're back around to Alaya's turn again.
Oh, you don't want to cooperate? I'm gonna bring out that pot and I'm gonna bonk it on the head.
Alright, go ahead, make your improvised weapon.
Hold up. Actions. Oh, okay. I don't think a 9 hits.
No, it's able to kind of bob out of the way a little.
Okay. And I don't think I have. Well. Um. Just to spite it, I'm gonna take an action surge.
Okay.
Just to try and hit it on the head again.
Okay.
15.
Alright, that will hit.
3.
3 points of damage. Third.
And what does it
Two.
look like when I just hit this little bastard on the head with a pot?
It dodges the first one. It kind of, gnarls as it starts to lean in, like it's going to, lunge for you. And as it starts to like lean forward into it, it just feels a sudden smack in the top of its head as you hit it with the pot. Kind of shakes its head a bit, and, like a little more pissed off than it was a second ago.
What the fuck?
It had a Glactov, now he's holding it sideways.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh god! All right.
I should have cooperated.
You still have your movement and your bonus.
Bonus what?
You have
Bonus
your
action. Do I
bonus
have
action
any?
and movement.
No. Well, oh wait, I have 2 weapon fighting.
Yeah.
get your other get a pot and a pan in your other hand and just fucking cookware cookware killer.
What do I have? Hammer would be too much. Hammer would be too. Well, actually, no. Hammer is the same, like 1d4, right? Pretty much.
Base
No, that's
hammer,
1d.
yeah.
Or that's 1d6 light hammer.
No, light hammers are d6, yeah.
Okay. I don't really want to smash them. That's fucked.
You were fine with my goddamn rats.
Yeah, but we gotta take these alive. It's different. Uh, this might be a stretch. So, could I argue that the rope in my hand could be a weapon?
I mean, you could always attempt to try to lasso it down.
Fucking choke.
Yeah, because that's what I was trying to do initially. Is I was hoping that the bonk on the head would just daze it enough to where I could just tie it up while it's in its daze.
I mean, I'd say you could, with 2 weapon fighting, I'd say you could make a argument for throwing a lasso over its neck type thing. Try to at least get it roped up a little, so it can't get away from you.
I will attempt to do that. What kind of roll would that be?
Dexterity, so it technically counts as a thrown object.
You just gotta believe.
Well, I better find faith in something else because I just rolled a 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Let's see if. Well, no, because it wouldn't break AC. All right. We're moving on from that one. All right.
Yeah.
Reina, it is back around to your turn.
I would like to fly 15 feet straight up.
All right. That puts you at 20 feet in the air.
Cool.
Go ahead. Try to break out. See what happens.
Yeah. So I've got a question, right?
Okay.
Wait. Wait. Are the other the other two? Are they within a 10-foot square?
Based on where that one was at, the closest one would be 15 technically.
No, are they within 10 feet of each other?
No,
Okay.
none.
So in that case, I will just cast grease on, I guess, the one Monbaer Pjig is negotiating with.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Grease smells again.
Turkish wrestling.
All right. 15 deck save 15. So
All right, let's see what I got here. Look at their stat again. Okay, they're not bad at these. Please don't fuck me, die.
You guys are all fighting. I'm just like Ash in the middle of Pokemon.
God damn it.
Everybody stop!
So that's an 11. So it is prone, I
yeah.
believe. Yeah.
I'm just
And anybody within a 10-foot square around him is also needs to make that save. So
Oh fuck! All right.
Okay, so
Did me
Monbaer
included?
Pig. No, you guys are far enough out.
Okay.
Monbaer Pig is the only one close enough
Oh.
technically.
What is it? A deck saving throw?
Yep.
Because you may or may not be greased up enough to slip.
So and he's a grease
I'm
pig.
greasy as fuck. Saving throws. Oh, at least he got good decks. See how this goes though. Oh fuck.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Okay, so you're both prone.
Well, at least you
So
can't hurt
to
each
the
other
bitty
now.
hill.
We'll negotiate. We don't need to be standing to do this. I'll shake its clawy hand in the mud.
Just give it a hug.
Alright.
Come here, you.
Um,
I'll whisper sweet nothings in its dinosaur ears.
you've used your movement, you've used your action. You have your bonus action. Are you doing anything?
Do I have any bonus actions is really the question. I don't believe I do, so I'm gonna...
I mean, you
I
could just let it go.
No, I'm
You know?
gonna keep it, I'm
All
gonna
right.
keep it.
You know what? I respect
Just
it.
like it, but this one is mine.
So, with that being the case, Monbaer Pig, you are currently prone on the ground. What would you like to do?
Go ahead and try to cast. Hold on, let's see which ability this is. Animal friendship to try and charm.
Okay, but you kind of need to stand up to do that. So,
Do you though?
can you cast on the floor?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, as long as he has a morsel of food, which technically counts because the donkey he's offered up as food.
That's true.
Verbal and semantic components. So as long as he can still move his hands, which he can cast from prone with this.
All right, cool.
I would say.
Yeah, it's like if you're on the ground, you can cast Firebolt from there.
So if the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, it fails.
The only
You're looking.
disadvantage is everybody has advantage on you when they attack.
Yeah. So 4 or higher, huh? If the
Let's
beast
see
is
how
doesn't
smart
4 or
they
higher,
really
the spell
are.
fails. Otherwise. All right, I'll give it a throw. Okay. Yeah, it passed.
They really don't want to talk.
Yeah, it's got a 15, so it passed the animal
It's
friendship.
a moody bitch.
Yeah, none of these things are.
You're like Pepe Le Pew with that thing.
Pretty much. Oh my god.
I want nothing to do with you. Get the fuck away.
You know what? I'm fucking done with all this bullshit. I tried to be fucking nice.
Bonk it on the head with a pan.
All right. Well, I guess it's time to revert back.
Alright, so that was your action. You still have your movement and your bonus.
Can I do a wild shape as a bonus action or no? Or does it have to be an action?
If you're Circle of the Moon, you can.
Was I? I thought I was Circle of the Moon.
Pretty sure? Yeah, they got the combat wild shape, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Let's turn into a big ass fucking rat.
You're gonna see this rat fucking this little raptor up.
Alright, so you're back in rat form.
Right, and does that still have the the HP loss from the previous one, or how does?
No, you're back to full technically.
Yeah, you start off
and
at a new
then
one.
what else? What else do I have as far as
Just movement, because like right now you're just a oily rat laid out on the ground.
Can I
It's-
use my movement to get up, or is that an action?
Yeah, you can burn half your movement to get up. You do have to make the dexterity save to see if you stay standing.
at the end of his turn. So
Yeah,
All right,
which
let's do
this
it
would
then.
be.
Let's
All right,
do
go
it.
ahead.
Hold on, wait, because this thing has a different setup as far as
Yeah, physical abilities.
Right, so Dex is 15 plus 2. How would I roll based off of the sort of rat thing? Exactly.
So you throw a d20 and add 2.
Let's do D20. Alright, so it's 20. So that's 15 plus 2, so I have 17.
17.
yeah,
You
that
succeed.
Nice.
you're good.
Nice.
It's time to murder some fools. They don't all have to live if they die.
Try to take him alive if you can. Just beat him.
I don't know,
All
man.
right,
It depends on my mood. They don't want to fucking communicate.
That's true.
Clawfoot A's turn. It's gonna spend half its movement to get up.
Does it
Right.
provoke an attack of opportunity, or not? Is that not a thing?
Honestly, I can't remember the ruling for 5th edition on that. Damn it.
So if mine's trying to get up, I just bonk it
I'm
again.
gonna say, given the situation with Greece and everything like that, I will say yes, it does provoke an attack of opportunity. So,
Dude,
Monbaer Pjig, you'd have an attack of opportunity if you so choose to
So,
take it
also, it says that pack tactics. The rat has advantage on an attack roll against a creature. It
against a creature. What?
says against a creature if at least one of the rat's allies is of the creature and the ally isn't incapacitated.
Yeah. There's an attack roll against a creature if at least one of the rat's allies is within 5 feet of the creature and the ally isn't incapacitated. Yeah. Technically.
So let's do. So do I roll my attack roll? Does it just happen with advantage?
No,
How does
hold on. Does the donkey count as an ally? I believe is the question he's
I
trying to
mean,
ask.
technically he can communicate with it at the moment.
Is it an ally or an item?
Yes, I guess. At this instance, we'll call it, yeah.
I feel like a druid would
I'll say
consider
it.
it an ally.
Yeah, that's my brain went.
I mean, I feel like a true druid wouldn't sacrifice it to these fucking animals, but
We
I
probably
mean,
lost nature.
I was about to say, depends on
Yeah.
the druid too.
Yeah.
There's been historical examples of some sacrifices from druids, depending on which
True.
group you talk about.
I mean, I will say this. Since you just blatantly told the clawfoot that you were gonna sacrifice the donkey to it, I will say no, because the donkey could have understood that in that instance, so I wouldn't say he considers you an ally at the
That's
moment.
Wait,
that donkey's gonna learn. There's gonna be a worse fate in store for it. So go ahead, you little bitch. I hear how it is. Like you couldn't just take one for the team like everyone else.
Alright, so no advantage, but you do get an attack.
Okay, so rolling
Against
for
it.
the attack. Because it says multi-attack, makes 2 attacks, one with its bite and claws.
Yes.
Jesus.
So
One attack with the bite, one attack with the claws is one attack for you.
So how do I roll exactly to? Do I have to do
So-
rolls for both to hit, or how does that work?
Yeah, you roll a d20 and then add 4 to see if the bite hits.
Okay, let's do that first. D20. So that's a 10.
Oh,
That does not hit.
Okay.
Okay, with that being the case, you can skip down to the claws. Now you roll the d20 plus 4 again to see if you hit with the claw.
10.
And again,
Oh,
like
hold on.
total or
Oh, no, I didn't add the 4, so it's
14.
14.
14 hits.
Okay, now let me.
Did you add the plus 4 to the bite?
The bite. No, the bite with the plus 4 was 10.
Okay, just double checking. All right, so yeah, you hit with the claw. So now you add roll a d4 and add 2.
D4. So I 6 damage.
Okay. So you get a good scratch in on it as it's getting up.
I get it,
So-
and then I just make a hissing face at it and give it the finger.
Scratch it with the finger.
Its turn. It's still going. That is a 23 to hit
Oh,
with the
Jesus.
bite, and a 12 to hit with the claw, which does not hit. So the
Yo.
But
23
does it
hits.
hit a Swordlight rat? Because
I mean, yeah, technically.
you know it does technically. His AC goes down, right?
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does. I forgot about that. No, so I hit you with both.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck.
Okay.
I'm not worried about dying.
No, not with that HP. But let's go ahead and see what I got here. That is a 8 damage from the bite
Okay.
and 5 damage from the claw attack.
Was 13, so that puts this at 42.
Yep. And that would be its actions, essentially. The end of turn, I've got to make the deck save.
Grease.
Oh, bitch!
What?
Get on the ground.
3. It's back prone again.
Grease is the best spell.
Dude, I swear to God, I'm gonna rip out this thing's fucking steak.
All right. Background to Clawfoot B, which is currently dodging lassos and getting smacked with pots. It's at this point, it's going to come at you. Let's see if it can hit.
Fucking manatee, the real bad boy.
Fucking 8. Nope.
Bitch!
Damn it, 11.
I parry it with the pot.
Yeah, you're just like ting ting.
Ding ding! This is the weirdest fight I've ever had.
We're doing
Yeah,
some raptor
it's not
wrangling.
going
Nothing tastes
anywhere
better than a fresh glass
this
of
point.
raptor milk.
Clawfoot C is in the air, and instinctually, this thing's gonna try to wriggle free.
Oh no.
That's a very
No.
idea.
It could be the worst thing. It's yeah.
7 all day for its athletics.
Wait, I have to roll athletics, yeah?
Yeah.
10.
And yeah, you win. So it's still stuck in the claw. It can't do shit.
You
Like
are
it's
stuck,
almost, like,
bitch.
almost
It can-
dropped him.
At this point,
Oops.
well, no, because it tried to break free, which would be its action. Yeah, no, it can't do anything else. It's stuck. All right, moving right along.
Yeah, how high up in the air are you?
20 feet.
20 feet currently. Kenku, you're up.
I'm gonna try to resolve this as quickly as I can. I'm gonna try to rustle the bitch down. I'm gonna try to tie him up.
All right.
You really like to wrestle, don't you?
So going for that grapple, or are you gonna try to lasso it?
I'm gonna try to lasso it.
All right.
What role would that be?
Dex again. It's arranged.
Okay. Would a 16 be able to do it?
That would do it. It's technically a hit, so you have it restrained now. Basically, you're throwing the lasso as it's moving around.
Mm-hmm.
Catch the feet and drop it.
Hog tie that bitch and then just lift him.
All right. Go ahead and
Dirty raptor.
I mean, there really isn't something that applies in this instance anymore, is there?
Huh?
Animal handling?
I mean, yeah, throw in animal handling just to see if you can tie it up fast enough.
Straight up animal sexual assault.
15.
Okay. I will give it a contested. I'm trying to. Nope, that's a 1. Great.
It doesn't know what to do.
You've officially hogtied this thing, and it is captured.
You got
which
one.
means I now get to add Balaam to the initiative order.
I
Okay,
don't know, man. I kind of don't even want him there. I want to fucking wrestle. He's like,
This is personal.
Watch him just get sleep and solve everything with one spell.
Speaking of, I gotta make some wisdom saving throws, right? No? Oh no, I just have to roll the hit dice.
Yep. there's no fucking saving throw for sleep anymore.
Oh.
Yeah,
What?
only if you're an elf you can't be affected, or some other racial condition that would keep you from having a sleep casted on you.
Like hard light rat.
20 feet of spell. Okay, so 5d8. Let's go throw that. Ooh. Okay, 2 8s and a 7.
Although I suppose you could
Six.
do a counter spell against sleep.
We're not high enough level for that.
Mm,
No, I'm just thinking of
23.
possibilities.
Yeah. Or you just have enough HP. Like, you know.
Mm, yeah, so barbarians are good.
29, last one. Another 6. So that's 35 hit dice I can put down.
So the real question is, does it hit me? Because if so, I may or may not be falling to the ground 20 feet.
Well, no, they get to, based on what I'm seeing, don't they get to pick?
No. It's anything within range.
What-
So whatever
No,
target
no.
you're looking at.
Of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit point, ignoring unconscious creatures. So it takes the lowest hit points first.
Yeah.
Good news. The lowest hit points are the enemies.
Hooray.
Out of all of them, like nobody else has taken enough damage to be lower than them. So, and I've cleared the 2 that are still conscious or not captured hit points by enough.
Mm.
So actually, wait, no, that other one's out of range. It's only 20 feet.
Oh, the one in the air. Okay. Well, we're at
Yeah,
least
it's only
getting...
20 feet. Yeah, so I can't hit the one in the air, but I can get the one on the ground.
Yeah.
So the one on the ground goes night night, and I don't have enough technically at that point. Well, no, the donkey and the fucking clawfoot are asleep. It's like,
I was about to say, if this one in my hand's awake, I can just bonk it on the head again.
I was just looking at the distance. Yeah, so he gets the clawfoot and the donkey.
Okay.
They pass out. So the one on Monbaer Pjig is passed out on the ground, and the donkey is now taking a nap.
So the only one awake is the one Raya has.
Yeah, and that was a full action to do that. I will burn an action surge, and yeah, okay, I'm gonna burn an action surge and fire off a shot at the aerial one.
Don't hit me, please.
Our stringers. We'll see what happens. Ooh, that is an 18 to hit. That hits.
That's where your good rolls go.
Right? Apparently. Jesus. I got 2 shots with this, so that's 5 and 6. That's 11 damage to the aerial, which has not been touched yet. It is now weakened.
The freshest of raptors.
Yep. So one's captured and hogtied, the other one's asleep. And that will be the end of his turn. I don't think he has anything else because he doesn't need to move. He doesn't have bonus action cast, right? Nope.
I feel like it should be fairly uneventful going forward.
Yeah, that's pretty much his turn. So now we're back around to the top of the initiative order. Or no, you just went, so that's now Reena.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wonderful. Can I try and tie him up while flying?
Oh,
Is that a thing I
God.
can do?
I don't know.
I mean, you can
Like in a
try.
comic,
I will do whatever rolls it takes.
Acrobatics?
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the hardest game of concentration you're gonna play because you have to do the tie up in less than 20 feet, otherwise you're impacting.
Feel like gliding down and just pinning it to the ground you might be the best bet.
Wait, are the arms the wings or are the wings
Yeah.
on the back?
Yeah, your
Oh.
wings are
No,
your arms.
Yeah, because you're in the same vein as the Arakakra.
Yeah, but you got a beak and shit that you can do this crap with too.
Yeah. I'll go for it.
You
You
gonna
gonna
try to
try
do
to
the
tie
aerial
it?
tie-up?
Yes.
Nice.
All right,
I
so
respect it.
I'm gonna give you a series of checks here. First thing I'm gonna say is make a dexterity check just to see if you're fast enough.
All right. I'm gonna actually wait. Hold on. I'm gonna cast Featherfall as my reaction to make me fall slow.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Me and the fucking clawfoot thing will
All
fall
right.
slower.
I'll give you advantage on the dexterity save then.
Dex save or dex check?
We'll say dex check just to see if your reaction time's fast enough to do it in the distance. 'Cause the whole idea is you not hitting the ground.
23.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So, um, tie rope check. Let's say. Yeah, you really don't have anything for this. Yeah, I have a better sleight of hand would fit actually. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Nat 1.
Oh. Okay. Um. So you do come to the ground, but slow fall is in effect, so you don't impact, thankfully. But by the time you land, you and it are kind of tied together somehow in the mangle of like throwing loops and things trying to tie it up. You kind of looped yourself and tied yourself to it.
Well, you captured it.
You and it are technically in a bundled mess on the ground at the moment.
So would that be the would that be the restrained condition?
For both of them, yes. So you and it are
Great.
restrained to each other.
This is why we work in teams, right? We'll just help the raptor off of them. Or
All right. You don't have any movement at this point. Yeah, you're there. Monbaer Pjig, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna pull out the bear trap.
oh no!
Oh God. Okay.
All
Are they
right.
sleeping?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going. So I'm gonna go ahead and like, is it? So I'm gonna go ahead and make the trap active, and I'm gonna throw it.
Okay, I heard you're gonna make the trap active and then throw it.
And then it cut off after that.
I was gonna throw it in the direction of Reena. Raptor.
You're gonna throw it over towards them.
Oh yeah, no, directly at them.
Okay.
Jesus.
So, I mean, dexterity for ranged, I guess,
All right.
Fuck.
and then a percentage chance it hits correctly.
Okay, so hold on. Dexterity. Let me pull up the actual sheet for the dexterity on the rat. So it's a 15. How would I roll for like a check being as the sort of light rat exactly?
From the rat
So
stats.
you roll a d20 and add 2.
Okay, d20 then add 2. Okay, so it's just the plus thing. Okay,
Yeah.
d20. So it's a 14.
14. I don't. I mean, you didn't technically miss, but it doesn't break armor for Reina. It does break it for the clawfoot, though.
Oh.
Go ahead and call high or low.
I'm gonna go with high. I feel confident.
If this takes my head off, I'm never gonna forgive you. I mean, I won't be alive to forgive you, but like I won't
And
forgive
there's
you.
no problem.
So I can't not narrate this one. So you see this crystalline like protrusion on its back rat manhandle a bear trap out of a bag of holding. Get it using its pectoral chest muscles like in a Bowflex motion to set it, and it proceeds to lift it over his head and whip it. And somehow it cuts through the ropes and crushes down on just the clawfoot.
What kind of fucking Tom and Jerry bullshit is this?
I'm almost disappointed I didn't die from that.
It just didn't break your AC, so
Well, technically it should have advantage because I am restrained.
it's arranged.
Yeah.
All attacks have advantage on restrained. It's not just
Well, that's the thing. You would, but it gets disadvantaged because you're tied up prone.
Prone.
Yeah. So it just levels back out. There is no saving throw because they can't make a deck save.
Well, actually, it's only disadvantage. Technically.
D4 piercing damage. Go ahead and roll a D4.
Okay, D4. Hold on. Oh, I hit a 4.
You got a 4?
Yeah.
All right, 4 damage. Um, there's a thrashing clawfoot, and Reena, you're free because it cut the ropes as it crushed down on this thing. Yeah. I don't even know what to say to that. Like, yeah, it's thrashing around, but it can't get anywhere because it's being mangled by a bear trap at the moment. So
Jesus.
Gotta kill it. Ah, boy.
I mean, it just said they named him alive. They didn't say they named him in one piece.
I mean, technically, it's restrained and bear trapped. So
Man, normally I'm the one that like.
uh,
Normally I'm the one that's the shit hitting the fan, but I feel pretty good about that.
yeah, you were actually like lassoed, hogtied. You got this.
Bonked him on the head with a pan, a non-fatal
Right?
weapon.
Um, I will say, like group tactics wise, that went actually tactically quite well.
Like, it looked like it was gonna go bad, but
Don't get me wrong, the theme music playing was straight Benny Hill, but
on all accounts.
all right. Yeah, that's combat. I'm gonna go ahead and close out the screen share because we don't need that map no more.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you have one trapped inside of a bear trap. You have another one that's just sawing logs and covered in oil. You've got another one that's hog-tied and kind of like twitching because it can't get free.
Stars are around its head.
Right? It's bonked on the head by a freaking pan a couple times or pot. Sorry.
Yeah.
No one
Uh,
ever expects
Cooking
the pocket trap.
utensils.
I mean, I would say you'd have to free Reina, but you accidentally did that entirely in one fell swoop,
It's like, oh, no one ever expects pocket trap.
right?
Fucking rat just throwing a bear
So
trap.
Vale is standing there, just kind of like mouth agape, looking at this like situation, and goes, "I'm not quite sure whether I should be impressed or terrified, but either way, that's 3 technical captures."
I
Turn
I'm
around.
not entirely certain whether I'm lucky or unlucky to be with this group.
Yes,
Well, you're alive. For now.
that's
I
usually
nearly
the
was.
standard.
I'm gonna say, don't be a little bitch in rat speak.
Squeaky. But
Squeak,
yeah,
squeakers.
at this point he's like, well, let's tie up the other one and I guess we'll make our way back.
Fucking
Honestly.
100 gold pieces, boys and lady.
Well, that's per raptor.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 3.
Oh yeah, 100 free. Okay, and here's the best
Yeah.
part too. Like, I feel like my rat should have like a deeper, like more African American voice. Like after that, I feel like I've earned it with the way I flexed.
What? What the fuck does that even mean?
So instead of being like squeak, you'd be like squeak. I sell all state insurance.
Oh god, it's like in Family Guy where it's like, oh yeah, and I gave the pig some testosterone. Oink! Oh my god.
Does that rat have fists?
All right. So you guys tie up the other clawfoot and you guys make your way back. You guys get to the gates and everything like that, and proceed to head into the city with your passes. I mean, carrying your hunts back tied and at this point, you could have trussed them up with some twigs and stuff from or branches or whatever from nearby trees, carrying them right into the guild.
I feel like I'm playing Red Dead Redemption right now.
Kind of.
Is the rat that I'm carrying with the trap, is it unconscious, or is it still very much conscious and in pain?
Oh, in the trap?
Yeah.
It is totally conscious and in pain.
If
That
that's the
poor
case, I'm going to
raptor.
go ahead and just slam the raptor onto the table.
Oh,
God!
God.
Oh!
All right.
I'm gonna set mine down gently because I'm not that mean.
Raptors, man, am I right? They make some noise. They're sure you like talking now.
So,
Talk to me or I'll fucking mutilate you.
Oh my
right?
god, you can actually hear what they're screaming. Like, oh god, please. I
Pretty
have
much,
a
Oh,
yeah. Oh
yeah.
God, please
Yeah.
don't.
Oh
You have to
fuck!
narrate it then.
What the hell, man?
I mean, you can pretty much assume like any hostage scenario, like speech from any movie ever, is just streaming out of this thing's mouth as you're dragging it around in this massive bear trap.
Yeah, you
Um,
tell them to shut the fuck up.
In rat.
and you, like, Julie kind of looks at your group and the three of the clawfoots. Uh, looks over at Vale, who just kind of shrugs, shakes his head with a kind of smile. They did pretty well. He looks at the situation. All right, Vale, how would you place their performance? I didn't get to do anything, really. They did quite well, I would say. Two missions from Silver would be where I'd place them. She kind of nods, makes some notes in a file. Like, well, having completed the quest, and as she opens her hand up too, you see the original quest form open, like appear, and then start to open. And sorry, my Alexa just went off in the background. Weird. But it opens up, and you see a marker on there starts to appear for 3 clawfoots captured. Quest completion. And she's like, very well done for your first hunt. You've done quite well.
I'm imagining the Monster Hunter like quest complete music. Like,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of. She proceeds to pull up some coin purses and set them up on the counter. Now, there is some final business to handle with the guild now as registered hunters. You can register individually as well as a party. There are certain quests that are only available to parties. But neither registration requires you to be fully committed. You may leave a party at any time or join a party at any time. There are certain advantages to registering as a party, as far as creating a name for that party, and by request, if more members become available later, they can join into said party without
Hmm.
having too many issues. That is entirely up to your discretion. But
What do
with
you
that
think?
being the case, and she kind of reaches over and grabs the 3 copper plates off the hook that was hung up and sets them out on next to the bags of gold. As of the moment, since this is your first completion, it is through the guild that I will say that we will split this evenly. That is 100 gold pieces as well as your copper.
As well as what? Oh, the copper blade.
Yeah,
Got
your basically guild insignia.
Alrighty. I'll put that in my equipment.
And I welcome you all to the Hunters Guild.
All
Let's
right.
go.
At which point she kind of reaches out with a hand, picks up the bear trap, and just kind of sets it down behind the counter.
The rat. You just imagine like the raptor like stops screaming slowly, and then I go back to like poking it where the bear trap was.
Oh my god.
do I add that under organizations? Under
Yes.
yes, nice.
Under organization, Hunters Guild, and then dash copper plate.
Where do I put this?
Is
Oh,
it?
orgs.
It'd be under your notes section,
Hunters
the
Guild.
top area.
I'm a plate.
Oh, I can actually find it?
No. If you look at our organizations, you just type it in.
Yeah, if you go to notes, then all orgs, allies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You technically
Notes.
joined an organization.
Fuck that raptor.
And then your gate passes do change at this point from single day passes to normal passes.
Hunters Guild.
Do we need to specify Elistine Hunters Guild or just any Hunters
No,
Guild?
all the guilds are interconnected, no matter which city you're in.
It's a good thing we got that fucking gold because we need to buy more bear traps.
The city had a name?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're in
Elistine.
Elistine. God. It's almost like you don't listen to the Saturday Games campaign.
No.
So, with that being said and everything like that, you guys have joined the Hunters Guild. You guys now have permanent passes to go through the gates of the city at your leisure.
But what you're saying is we can go trap more of them.
If you,
Just
yeah,
for
you
pleasure
could,
instead of business.
pretty much. With that being said, you also each have now 100 gold added to your inventory. And another place that gives you room and board. Well,
Sweet.
room, not board. Board you have to pay for.
Okay.
I still don't understand what board is, but
Food.
The
Oh.
services.
Yeah, it's food and drink. At the tavern you guys helped out, you do have room and board, so you're able to drink and eat for free there.
Yeah, I didn't like that orc guy so much in the beginning, but he's alright if he's gonna feed my ass.
Right?
I still might abuse him though. But this raptor, that was personal. Just as he's getting dragged off, I literally like take my two fat fingers, like put them in front of my eyes, and then point at him and just make like a throat slitting motion.
Some point later on, some halfling's gonna be riding down the road, go past you, and you're just gonna slit his throat and drop him.
While the
Quick.
halfling's riding him.
No.
Yep.
Actually, while he's still on the table, can I study him real quick?
You could have.
Not now.
But
Okay.
you need a full study, which means internal as well. So you would have had to kill one.
Wait, looking at his butthole?
Yeah, that's like when he said it's internal. I'm like, well, he doesn't necessarily have to die.
No, and the specifics of this, typically you have to study both internal and external.
Okay, so
There
you're like
are certain
skidding
places
at.
where that's not the case.
If I took my vengeance on it and made it like a Braveheart thing, like we could do like the whole like execution scene with Braveheart, and I can pull out like freedom.
You'd lose 100 gold, but
Nah, it's fine. I'll let you live for now. Fucking gut you like a fish.
but yeah. So yeah, I mean, at this point in time, once everything like transpires, are you registering as individuals or as a party?
I think we need to be called the Rat Bastards, and I think we need to join as a party.
Yeah,
I do
I'm
like
behind
that.
it. Yeah.
All right.
I am so down for that.
All right, make a note somewhere. You guys are officially the Rat Bastards.
Would that go under orgs as well?
Yes.
Technically.
All right.
So we gotta take our first drink as the Rat Bastards.
Hang on that one. You guys are registered. Let me write this down before I forget.
All right.
Rat Bastards.
Fuck the fellowship. It's all about the Rat Bastards.
All right, the Rat Bastards.
Like being.
Does that make Frank your guys' mascot?
I think so.
I think it makes me party leader at this point.
With that being the case, the way the organization for a party does work with the guild is you have party lead, party treasurer, and then some other minor positions you can fill in, normally either through hirelings or other party members later on. But for the moment, the minimum requirement would be someone named as party lead to actually act as your face when interacting for your quests and other things of that nature.
I don't know if a rat would make a great party lead because he can't speak like commons.
I mean, I will say out of the entire party at the moment, none of y'all are proficient in the primary base skills.
Yeah,
So
that's
it
kind
could
of our
be
MO,
any-
though. Like,
So it's kind of open field on whoever wants to be party lead.
I'll step up.
All right.
Right, the rat bastard himself.
King rat bastard.
I'm going to try and be
Monbaer
as
Pjig.
charismatic as possible while squeaking. What's he saying? Like, we don't even fucking know.
But in general, though, yeah. So Monbaer Pjig can be listed as your guys' party lead or whatever the case would be. Typically, the party lead is the one that accepts quests from the guild as on behalf of the party.
I'll act as hangover lead. When he's too fucking pissed drunk to do anything, I'll step in.
Fair enough. That's about it for the most part. Once the registration and stuff like that of the party name as well as the members is completed, she basically will ring a bell signifying new members have joined the guild, much to the immediate just bursting of cheers and huzzahs and raising of tankards and stuff like that.
I'm gonna grab Monbaer Pjig by his little rat arm. I'm gonna hold him up.
I'm just having this imagery realizing the fact all these hunters.
You
All
keep
these-
cutting out.
Yeah, you keep getting cut out, dude. All these hunters, what?
No, it's like in this hall, like full of hunters drinking mead, and there's just this buff ass, like.
Little rat, dude.
Fast, but
I'm gonna hold the rat's arm up like he just won like a tournament belt.
Dude,
Fair enough.
dunk me in a fucking cart.
Fuck yes!
steal him up in a
Oh,
barrel of
Feet
fucking
first,
like
just what do you
meat or
need a
something.
barrel? Just put him in the pint. Head
Oh,
first.
I have barrels.
At
That is
which point,
true.
Vale steps forward and says, "Well, personally, welcome to the guild." Looks over at Julie, who's ringing the bell, and everybody's cheering. You guys are doing your little thing right there, and he goes, "Julie," and she's like, "Yes, I'm aware," and drops a massive coin purse onto the counter as he just kind of picks it up.
What?
Thank you. He picks up his coin purse.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
right, he gets paid for introducing new members or something. It's like a
Ooh,
fucking MLM.
Can I do a sleight of hand to try and take? This is the fact that.
Oh,
Oh, you want to try to steal from Vale? Okay,
Well,
no.
hey, he didn't really do much. He
fair.
said it himself.
Go for it. Let's see what you got.
Do I do it with advantage or disadvantage?
Well, you could roll just straight sleight of hand at this point.
I feel like literally everyone in the room is looking at you though, Frank. Like let's be
I also
Wait.
feel.
I got a 22.
Oh God!
Okay. Let's see what you get away with here.
This little rat bastard just runs up. You.
Dice gods have said no. That is a nat 20 with a +5.
Jesus.
I was close.
Like you're about to run off with it, then they glare at
I'm not
you.
lying to you. I was
fuck are you
totally gonna go
doing?
with it. Like you're gonna snag some coins while everyone else is watching, and he just didn't catch it. But like, yeah, that's a 25 with a nat 20. He just sees you reaching for the bag and just lifts it out of your reach.
I'm gonna hiss and run back into the tankard.
Just dives.
Fair enough. At which point he kind of chuckles, and goes, "Nice try." He takes out, we'll say 10 gold, throws it over onto the counter to Julian, and is like, "I'll buy their first set of drinks."
Fuck yes.
She kind of nods and gives him a slight smile and goes, "Very well."
There is honor amongst thieves.
Basically, at this point, I'm going to call it for break, but you guys are able to spend, at this point, listen, y'all had something else. You're spending the evening at the Hunters Guild, drinking, merriment, partying type of thing.
It just
Food.
occurred to me. My first hunt was done with this pot.
Yes, it was.
This pot will be commemorated.
He uses a helmet.
later on
Melt
and
it
be the
down and
pot of
turn it into a
snaring.
sword.
Yeah,
Hell no, no, it stayed as a pot.
just wear it as a helmet. Oh man, but yeah.
Walk
So
away, can I steal from him?
we'll go ahead and actually take our official break.
I thought that was gonna go terribly at first.
Yeah. I don't know why we picked a capture one instead of a kill one, but that went out.
I
That
wanted
went
to
okay.
challenge. I wanted to challenge.
Not
Yeah,
gonna
I
lie.
mean, I felt like I didn't do very well, but
I had to rewrite. But I had a few basic hunts set up for you guys on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Kill hunts mainly. 'Cause I figured,
Yeah.
most players say here kill and go, that'll be easy enough. Let's do that.
Then I hear
You're
it.
like,
Let's challenge it.
capture. Let's bring him in. And I'm like, shit, I gotta find something in the challenge meeting. Go, 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 go. Oh man. I was like, God damn it.
Hey, listen, it wouldn't be D&D if we didn't fuck up your plan somehow.
Honestly.
Dude, between you guys and my die rolls, I'm just like, I mean, I'm on one end of the spectrum or the other. I don't get the middle ground anymore. Like, fail, 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 fail. Critical success. Fail, 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 fail.
Whenever you're
Critical
helping the
success.
party, that's when you get a success.
Right?
Fucking like 2 8s, a 7, and like a 6 on your fucking sleep die is fucking crazy or whatever.
Yeah, I was just like, Jesus. Like, the sleep dive were rolling great. Everything was like, cool, okay. Then I realized the distance, and I was like, shit, okay, I'm only getting one. Oh, well. That and the donkey. Which I'm assuming was, slapped awake and drug along.
Wake
No,
up,
we
you
just left
bitch.
it there. It served its purpose.
Oh my god.
Oh, man. Honestly, when he
Me-
got the donkey, I was half expecting him to, like, try to paint it or shapeshift it in some way to make it one of them.
I was thinking like Jurassic Park, where we were going to use it as bait
I mean, don't get me wrong, that could have worked, too.
if they didn't get us before.
Yeah, it was the rolls, man. I ended up getting a 19 on their perception check, which with scent is pretty damn good. So,
Plus, I mean, I guess we didn't just come out of a sewer. That was like a day prior. So,
but you assume Monbaer Pjig bathe.
That is also true. That is a bad assumption.
But, no, it was interesting, man. I'm like, okay.
I
Nice
like
little
being
side
able to
diversion.
come up with the party name. I feel like, that was a good one.
That was a really good party name.
It worked out pretty well, especially because, like, Frank is all about that rat. Funny, he's trying to have conversations, and all people hear is squeak, squeak, squeak 'em.
Squeak, squeak, squeak,
I
squeakers.
would like to point out that you can speak in common if you choose to when in wild shape, according to 5th edition rules. But I'm just assuming he chooses not to.
I was about to
That was
say,
my assumption.
it's like, but why?
He's
Why would you?
speaking rat. At least to him. No, well, it depends. If the form has a speech, it can.
Oh, can it only? Oh, okay. So like if it has a voice. thing.
Yeah, if it has like a language it can speak or knows, then it can. But the Sword Light Rat has no language.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah.
So,
I'm sure the rat could probably learn though.
I mean,
I'm not sure if enough to speak, but rats are intelligent.
yeah, I'm not sure if enough to speak, but definitely enough to communicate. I would assume. Because it would use his base setup as far as the mental skills and stuff like that goes. But yeah,
I could legitimately intimidate by just slamming the pan on the table. Is like, I have subdued many great beasts with this.
And you wouldn't even need to roll deception.
Yeah, I wouldn't be lying.
well, he would with the many.
I've subdued a mighty beast with this.
That's technically
maybe
not a lie.
mighty. Mm.
I've
But,
subdued a beast with this.
they are considered mighty for their size.
Okay.
That is okay. Yeah.
I'm sad I didn't get to fly up even further before dropping him, but
That's what I thought was gonna
I
happen.
honestly thought I was going to be able to, but like when I saw the distance, I was like, man, it's like right at the edge of your range. But once you grab them, that reduces to nothing at that point.
yeah.
So I was
I
like,
feel like with a smaller creature, I could probably swoop in and like fly
yeah, if it
really
wasn't
high up.
considered like a medium beast, I would probably say, yeah, it'd be all right.
Well,
I still love like fucking swooping in like an owl grabbing its prey.
I
That was
know,
great.
right? It's
I
like
will
the
say, it definitely confirms a point of reference for the Saturday game for you, though, Kat. That Glade is special in that regard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Yep.
you need to dissect motherfuckers outside of it. So.
Yeah.
It also
That's
confirmed how your wing setup is too.
Yeah. I ended up having to look that up, by the way.
Yeah, their feathers are their arms, right?
Yeah, it's part of their built into their arm structure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good way to like keep balance.
Yeah.
If you were more like a angel or like a harpy, you could probably. Well, actually, no. Harpies even
Harpy,
have.
same thing, yeah.
Yep, they even have that.
But you do get a flight speed, which honestly made that infinitely easier than it was initially going to be.
Yeah.
Fucking fly speed in D&D is busted as hell. Like,
It does help in a lot of ways.
just need someone to not shoot me in the arm, causing me to fall like 40 feet
Honestly,
into the ground head
don't
first.
break your arm. Hopefully, nobody casts a spell on you.
Fucking hold person from up there, jeez. Like if I get downed up there, I'm falling to my death though.
I was
That's
about to
the
say
issue.
that's
yeah.
that's some Darth Vader level of shit where he's just holding you up there.
Like I remember Majurad on like one of the other games he was playing Zaref or whatever. He fucking knocked out like an Aarakocra bird person in the middle of like a dive from 150 feet.
Oh
And
no.
yeah, that bird person was that their skull was like splattered across the arena at that point.
Oh fuck!
Fucking Aarakocra got fucking destroyed.
I was
Those things
three,
are beastly.
was 3 points shy of putting Monbaer Pjig to sleep with the donkey in
That would have
the
been funny.
Oh, man.
just 3 more hit points, and man, like one of those rolls, you gone up a bit more, and that'd have been good. But
I mean,
it was
it's probably too much to ask, right?
I mean, I rolled really well considering, because I've never rolled that well with the sleep spell. Like in history of playing with it, I never take it because I never roll well with it.
Right.
Maybe you need to try it more often now, because like shit.
Apparently, I mean, I rolled really well for his stuff anyway, but like even with the Eldritch Blast he fired off, it was actually pretty good.
Anyway, so I start blasting.
Yeah, blasted.
I swear, if that D&D movie doesn't like have Danny DeVito in it, they missed an opportunity.
They really did.
Although if it's successful enough, they could do another one and add
I
him in
will
that
say
one.
though, them trying to make a dwarf hot by having Michelle Rodriguez play it is kind of I have mixed feelings now about dwarves.
Oh man.
Aren't dwarves supposed to be like stocky and
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe that's what people were into, you know? I'm not gonna lie. If I was in like a sci-fi or a D&D like universe, I'd be horny all the time.
Okay, thanks
I'd
for
be
the info, pal.
I'd be trying to get with every species. Be like a chick.
What, you'd just be like, "Ooh, shit, man! There's that rat over there. Hell yeah!"
you'd be straight kirking it up.
I'm a debate on the rat, but like a lot of bird people, I go for.
Oof. But it was
You have no
funny.
chance
Holy
with the
shit.
proud bird people.
Where like y'all's entire campaign so far is like theme music is just Benny Hill.
I found it quite funny greasing that rat and then being like, "Oh,
Oh, that was
fuck,
great.
pipes in rain, shit." But it worked out in the end, so
Honestly,
I can't
now-
be faulted for it.
Honestly, now that I think about it, mine is just like Looney Tunes mixed with like Red Dead Redemption.
Oh man. I will say, Frank might have had an easier time just trying to use animal handling. Every time he went for that conversational persuasion, it just
That
didn't
rat
work.
just like, or that the raptor was just like, nah, man.
Nah, but if I eat you, I can eat all of that and you.
It's like, alright,
And it
bitch.
was some shit like, like, "Oh yeah, I think I'm taking orders from a fucking rat."
Yeah.
Alright, you want to fuck
Fuck
around?
you rat bastard.
You gonna find out.
Frank is now the rat bastard.
The rat bastard. Oh man. That was too funny.
There we go. That's more. Trying to make my character on Hero Forge, and I'm like, alright, where's a leather top?
Oh yeah. They've got so many outfits on there now, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, my computer's having a hard time processing it all. It's just like, shit.
But it does, make a great way to do like your character image.
Yeah, I do like the meme where it's like, all right, you're gonna make all this. Are you gonna pay for it? No.
I'm just getting my character.
I'm just making my character. You're the one that assumed.
I have purchased their STL files though because I have 3D printers.
Nice.
So I've actually like made a character, created a freaking model for him, and like bought the STL file, printed it off. The cool thing about it is, like, I have 3 copies of that character now.
Nice.
One for him like normal, one for him in Invis, and one for him in Ethereal Walk. So it worked out.
Yeah. Okay. Baggy pants might be more fitting.
I'm just sitting here like looking at it. I'm like, fucking kill that doggy.
Donkey. I'm honestly kind of curious how long that thing could survive at this point because I couldn't hit that thing for shit. It's got like a 10 AC.
You just gotta believe, man.
Just gotta believe in the heart of the cards, man.
Yeah, maybe I should cast Mage Armor on the donkey. Would that help?
Oh god. I'd never hit it.
Yeah,
Like, I couldn't hit it
technically
with
not
a
wearing
10.
armor, so Mage Armor would affect it, right?
Yeah, technically. Ugh.
Wait, do artificers even get Mage Armor? No, they don't. Shit.
Well, you can, but not through normal means.
Yeah. Maybe once I multi-class into Wizard.
Well, that's one way to go to get it, but no, and if you have access to the spells, the big thing, you can use it. So getting a wand or scroll or anything like that with mage armor would work.
Yeah,
And
but
you
who
could
the fuck makes a wand of Mage Armor, though? Let's be honest.
someone who can't cast it. It doesn't wear armor.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, that one.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. It would make a monk even more fucking broken.
Guys, you have to check out it, good sir.
Don't give me ideas. No, monks are seriously broken.
Oh yeah, they are.
And when I really want to be stupid, that's what I play.
Oh, see, I just go rogue. Bitch, I am the skill.
I am the one who knocks.
Oh, that was too funny, man. It's so weird. Like, it starts off a little slow with you guys at first, and then it's just full tilt.
It's gotta have
Sometimes that's
some
how we
build
do.
up.
I mean, there was a giant owl person midair with a raptor.
I wouldn't say giant owl person.
I mean,
So,
compared to an owl.
I mean,
You're wondering how I got here.
is 5'8" really giant though?
I mean,
Wait.
compared to a standard owl, yes.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Fucking
Wait.
LeBron James looking
Oh.
out over here.
Wait a minute. They have popcorn buckets in here now?
I'm not surprised.
They have
Ooh.
cupcakes, soda, popcorn buckets.
Weird. All right.
My Kunku just wanders around with a bucket of popcorn watching the whole bullshit unfold.
God, imagine fucking making popcorn in D&D land. Like, oh,
God,
what are you doing on your bonus action? Yeah, let me just get my fucking bucket of popcorn out.
accused
No,
of
we're in the corner.
witchcraft.
Firebolt, firebolt, firebolt. Okay, it's done.
Take it, ear corn. Feed 1,000.
But you end up having a good evening of partying. That's where we left off there.
So does that mean I hit the long rest button?
I mean, yeah, you guys
Oh,
have
true,
food,
yeah.
have drinks, get welcomed to the guild by everybody, and then I'm assuming head back off to your rooms that you already have like set up.
Yeah, I am paying extra money for more board.
So you can get your continental breakfast.
Big here. Goddamn bagels.
Just a muffin.
So
Hey, we gave him his fucking fire crystal back. He might cook something actual real. Okay?
We just keep reminding him of that every time we. Hey, we got you your goddamn pistol.
Yeah. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize we only got a continental breakfast. You fucker.
It sounds so
Well,
fancy, but it's really not
it's really
much.
not. A couple bagels and muffin that's left over from the
I was
assholes
so-
who got up at 5.
I was so pissed off because it sounded so good when I heard oh, that sounds nice, and then I go outside and it's like, what?
I
Yeah,
was
there's like
expecting
3
some
muffins, some cereal, and
yeah.
yeah.
That's why I always when I heard that I always thought like the continental like plate that you could get from like Denny's or something like that.
Right?
I get there and it's just this watery fucking crappy eggs. Ugh. I
Oh
wouldn't
man,
feed
I'm
this to
so
a
glad I'm
dog,
excited.
right? All right, so
Mm,
you guys wake up in the morning back at your bar tavern accommodations that you've arranged. You do wake up and it sounds a bit busier downstairs than you're used to. Having stayed here a few nights now and stuff like that, you do get the faint smell of meat cooking wafting up to your rooms, kind of thing, where you guys are staying.
yes.
You do hear some people talking and clattering plates and things like that down below. Um, I'm assuming at this point you guys head downstairs,
Alright.
and
Yeah.
you guys do see several patrons eating, drinking. There's Argon, the half orc, tavern owner.
Mm,
Kind of notices you guys coming down the stairs and kind of waves you over towards the bar.
Alright.
Yo,
Yeah,
what up, my orc man?
he's like, morning. Somebody dropped this off for you the other evening, but you weren't here when I was last here, so that's what it is. And kind of tosses the letter out on the bar in front of you guys. Some halfling lass that comes in on occasion. Seems nice enough. Pretty sure she's looking for y'all to give her a hand.
Alright.
Perhaps.
What you're saying is she wants to hire the rat bastards.
Apparently.
Use the title.
He just kind of gives you that look of like, really? Oh my. Yes. He's looking to talk to the rat bastards. Like
It wasn't that
a
bad.
heavier
was
emphasis on bastards at that point as he looks at you.
it? See, it wasn't that hard, was it?
Shut up, take your mail.
Oh, thanks. I was hungry.
But yeah, basically I'm assuming did anybody check out the letter or You just shoving it in a
No,
bag?
we're not gonna check it out of the line.
I mean,
I'll read it.
all
I'm
right.
sorry, this
No,
halfling.
I'm gonna give it to Monbaer Pig because he's the party leader.
Well, yeah, but it'd be nice to know what the
No,
fuck's going
I'm
on.
giving it to him. I don't need to read it. He does.
No,
Okay.
you know
The guy
what?
who can't
No, no,
read.
no. You know what? You're gonna fight me on this. I'm gonna take my pot and I'm gonna bash you in the fucking head.
Yeah.
Like you,
I bet.
El Kabong.
oh kabong, motherfucker! I've taken out
Bet.
raptors with this. Oh fuck! 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Yep.
Bonk! Give me that shit. Three Stooges, motherfucker.
I
Somehow
love
we
how
knew
this
it would come
went
down to
falls
this.
in the Three Stooges. Damn.
I see you've chosen violence.
It was minor violence, not a major violence today.
Okay,
was-
but how much damage am I taking?
Oh yeah, hold up. Let me roll the d4.
It's not a lot.
Oh fuck. 5.
Fuck! 5 damage!
Oh man.
I would like to call out to the room.
Did you all see that? He attacked me. I'd like to press charges. Someone call the guards.
I'll hit you again if you don't shut up.
Turn around and look at everyone at the
He's
bar.
threatening me.
You all saw nothing. Isn't
It's a fucking promise, motherfucker.
You all saw nothing, and it will remain that.
Damn it. I know I've got to make rolls. Let's see here.
Oh no.
So
Oh
you
lord.
kind of hear the clanking of full plate rise out of the corner of the room.
Oh no. Well, I'm not exactly gonna fight everyone. My problem was just with the person not letting me read the letter.
Oh, now you're walking it back, pussy.
So the guy
So who-
approaches
Hmm.
and he walks over and goes, "Morning.
Morning.
I am lawkeeper Ugran."
Nice to
Hey,
meet you.
Ugra, this fucker hit me with the pot, and or pan or something.
I'll do it again.
He
He's
kind of
threatening me.
he looks over at you, puts a hand on your shoulder. You heal the 5 points.
Yes!
Looks over at you. I'm assuming you still have the pot in hand.
Yeah, I do.
Sir. It's been a long night. And I request that you don't assault people while I'm here.
I
It wasn't
will.
assault, it was just horseplay, as I immediately put my hand
Honestly,
over his mouth.
yeah. But out of respect for you, not the person who pissed me off, I will do my best to accommodate.
Can't believe you do this to a fellow bird person.
Oh, you're bringing race into it now.
Yes, I am.
I'm getting the fucking sicko out at this point.
Oh, okay, now you're threatening me with a deadly weapon now.
So I gotta see. Oh, Jesus.
I like where this is going.
Um,
I'm gonna get a mead and just sip it and stare.
so at this point, you gotta draw the sickle out, and you pull on it, and he's just staring at you. Pull on it again, it just doesn't move.
Yeah, I'm not committed to it.
All right, because peace bond.
Or you could take the sickle and slaughter the donkey.
Bro, why do you? It's
You
your
can't pull it
donkey.
out.
You slaughter that motherfucker.
So
I'll let you do in front of the lawbringer.
if you want to resist the peace bond spell, you can make a wisdom save.
Nah,
Okay.
I'm not resisting.
So-
I'm not resisting arrest. Hey, you fucking pig!
he's he's like looks at you. Now, I suggest you take a moment and figure out if you wish to continue this course of action. I'm gonna go finish breakfast and coffee. Have a good day. And he
You
kind of
too. You too.
turns and just walks back over to this table, sits back down, and it's like, and it almost exhausted, like, oh, fuck me, really? kind of look on his face.
Fucking
Starts
new guys.
like poking at a sausage, like eating it. Just, he is definitely hung the fuck over,
I'm not sober enough for this shit.
right? So, congrats on meeting a random NPC guy that was around. Like a 93% chance that fucking lawkeeper was there. Oh god, that was funny. All right, so I'm assuming at this point someone pops open the letter and reads it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
popping
yeah.
open the
All right.
letter.
You earned it.
So, reading the letter, it's a request from a woman named Orala.
Gotta reject it.
She
Uh,
into bad things.
she's requesting your help. Her designs were stolen, and she's framed by a fellow guild member and removed from the guild.
Oh, that's bullshit.
And is now trying to gather proof to right the wrong, essentially. Part of her plan is to develop a new construct to prove that the stolen designs were hers, as she is the only member of the guild with the skills to build it.
Hmm.
However, her
Wait,
home was.
which guild?
Uh, she didn't say
Okay.
in the letter. It's probably something you're going to have to talk with her about at some point. Da, 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 oh. However, her home was broken into, and she has reason to believe less than savory people are after her, so she cannot move around freely.
Okay.
Orla is a request to see the party at her new house in the southeastern dregs. So it's on the opposite side of the city from where you guys are now.
All right.
Is
Is
this some,
there any promise of a reward in the letter, or like?
Well, that's the thing. This is the initial information she's given you, and is requesting to see you at her new house.
We'll find. We'll figure a way. We will find a way.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure she'll compensate us very well for restoring her honor or something. If
If
only someone had given me that chance. Anyways,
look, I was gonna let you go until you brought race into it.
that's not what I was bringing up, but okay.
now we're back here.
So,
Go back to sickle. We can pull out the sickle again.
odd.
No, let's head over to our mission.
Now, please, guys, no more arguing. Otherwise, I'll have to encourage it.
Oh, the rat bastards indeed. All right, so you guys, I'm assuming at this point, are making your way over to the location specified in the letter.
Indeed.
Um,
Yes.
Making your way to Orla's front door, you knock on it, and a few moments pass before you hear the sound of several locks clicking. As the door swings open, you see a short female halfling with long brown hair pulled into a braid, pale white skin, and wearing a set of well-made black robes. She looks at you all before poking your head out the door and surveying the street, kind of checking it out, make sure nobody followed you or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just quickly, come inside.
All right.
You know, for
Okay.
someone who left an anonymous thing at our door, you're sure acting like a weirdo.
No.
Oh, certain
I can
precautions
tell
must
when
be
you
taken.
switch to the module, by the way. It's like
Oh yeah,
it sounds like you're reading it off, which you
I
probably
kind of
are.
am because I did not get near as much prep work this week as I'd wanted.
Yeah.
I know how that feels.
Yeah, IRL kind of dicked me on that this week, but
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
we're moving right along with it.
Mhm.
Um, The house itself is very simple. It appears to be kind of made more for function than form. Um, yeah, I mean, very much like little work tables. I guess the only thing that really kind of stands out is a series of like tiny shard construct that are kind of moving about, cleaning and moving tools back to where they belong. That type of stuff. They're kind of small, but enough to move like tinkerer's tools around and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you got one larger one that's kind of doing the sweeping and mopping and stuff like that, but that's about it. Um, she kind of shows you all over to like what you assume is a makeshift couch that she's made.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of asks if anyone would like some tea or refreshments.
We're fine.
He
Unless
sounds
y'all.
fucking fantastic. Don't listen to him.
Okay. Kind of claps her hands, and a few of the little, toy-looking automatons start getting headed towards the kitchen to keep going.
So, what kind of guild are you a part of?
Well, technically, I work for one of the Tinkerers Guilds, but we do contract out to different sub-organizations of that nature. Um, Mostly, I work doing private research into different automaton types and construction methods. So, I guess I should start from the beginning. Um, one of my guild mates, I suspect anyway, Lorik, has stolen my research. Um, and then she's framed me for stealing supplies and has gotten me kicked out of the guild. Um, I believe Lorik is also hired less than savory individuals to prevent me from gathering the evidence needed to prove my innocence.
Okay.
Um, I can't turn to any of my friends within the guild as they all seem to believe Lorik, and now the guilds are trying to sully my name and preventing me from taking on work privately.
Hmm.
As of I just need
Now,
someone who can move around the city unimpeded or at least not looked at by prying eyes to deliver some stuff so I can get paid. Um, that's kind of what I need at the moment. If that's something you'd be interested in, it's not outside the city or anything of that nature. I'd be willing to pay each of you 20 gold just to deliver this small parcel. He kind of pulls a, wrapped up package uh, out from, one of the mini bins and drawers and stuff you see around the room.
Uh huh.
As she's coming back over, she does grab the teapot and a cup for the party, essentially as a whole. That's all on the little coffee table she's made. Um, it needs to go to Vagran's apothecary, and I just need you to bring what he gives you back here.
Okay.
And I would do this myself, but I fear that if I do, I'm afraid that whoever Lorik's hired will, let's just say, probably destroy this. And she kind of generically motions around the room to like the little automatons and things like that that are moving tools and things around, cleaning up.
Can I examine the automatons? See what they're like?
I mean, you can take a look at them. I'm sure if you whipped out tools and started trying to dismantle them, take a good look at them, she's gonna protest. But
Just like a cursory glance.
oh yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check. See how
Dirty
that goes.
20.
Dirty
Okay.
20. Okay. Do you have proficiency with Tinkerer's tools?
I do have proficiency with Tinker's tools, but I
Okay,
don't
that's what
have
you
any
need.
on me.
That's fine. Go ahead and make a d20 roll with your intelligence and proficiency added to it. So d20 plus 7.
All right, so that's a 20 plus 7.
Jesus. Yeah, so these are very similar to a lot of the automatons you've seen around the city. As far as general design goes, hers are very much customized and tailored to work more efficiently with a smaller size. So, like one of the small ones you can see picks up a 5-pound hammer and just kind of strolls across the desk and then puts it where it goes. I mean, so they're able to move greater quantities of weight than they should given their size. They're unique in that regard. Um, Definitely something that isn't standard when it comes to these type of things.
Okay. So you say your research has been stolen. Well, I can sympathize in that regard. Mine, I've had similar experiences in the past. I will do my best to try and rectify the situation, I suppose.
I appreciate any help you can lend in that regard, but for now, as I said, it's just, I need this delivered. If I can deliver on this order with what he's giving me, it'll help me get the information I need.
What exactly would he be giving you?
Honestly, I'd prefer not to say for reasons, obviously, involving the law, because it's not necessarily legal what I intend to do with it.
Ah, uh, as
So the
someone who's uh versed in alchemy myself, I would say that that's intriguing.
I do not wish to, put you in an awkward position if you were to be questioned or anything of that regard. At least this way, you can honestly say with, no doubt, you have no idea what it is.
so you never spoke about it. Got it. No questions.
Yes, I know the law keepers have their ways of getting information.
All right. Well, let's deliver this package and be quick about it.
How much exactly are you paying us again for this?
20
It
gold.
20 gold each for just running a package and returning with the payment.
Well, let's see if we can mark up that price a little bit, because everything you described sounds like it could put us in some real danger.
That is true.
In fact, it's not just as simple as delivering a package. There's repercussions.
Make a persuasion check.
This persuasion. Oh, fuck, a 5.
Hold up.
So
Can
if
I
you
try to
were
can I
in
try and
a,
jump in on this?
well, I'll have to wrap up the failure unless you don't forget, guys. You do have a mulligan.
Oh, I can use a mulligan on that?
Mulligans go to anything.
Do you guys think it's worth it? We only have one mulligan between the three of us, right? Basically.
I
Yeah.
mean, each one of you has one.
Do you guys think it's worth it if I use it on us? Because I feel
I
like
mean, we've got like half an hour left in the session. I don't know what else we'd fucking use it on.
Was what? I
Yeah.
mean, that's also true.
fuck it. Let's
Um,
go. Let's use our mulligan. Try this again.
All right.
Yeah. 10.
what's your charisma at?
My charisma.
Not great.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like my lowest stat.
I was about to
Yeah.
say I have a high charisma. If you want me
No,
to jump
my
in,
my intelligence is my lowest stat. Charisma's like second low.
All right.
I use
okay.
my mulligan and make him reroll again.
Well, I will say, with that 10, it is enough to actually. She's like,
Oh, okay.
you know, I guess since you put it that way, I'd be willing to go to 30 gold. That's all I can afford really right now to give up. I don't. Sadly, with them locking me out of work from the guild as well as privately, I don't really have a whole lot of funds at the moment. I'm kind of desperate to prove my innocence so I can return to the guild.
What do you think, you rat bastards?
I don't think we should charge this person anything. It's just a package delivery.
You are a
Now, if
rat
we got
bastard.
if we got into any combat or something, there would definitely be a surcharge and like a
There's
a
a
fee for that.
well,
Or if
there's a
we got caught, we might have like a fee for that as well.
they're paying for
But
they're paying for the risk and their safety, so we're charging them. Um,
Let's put it this way: you are a rat bastard now. You're not a kind person. You're not a good person, and you need to start acting like it.
you're not an owl. You're not an owl bastard.
You're a rat bastard. You knew what you signed up for.
And if you'll start acting like a rat bastard, I'm gonna have to implement some discipline again.
Make us turn.
Puts hand on pot.
We turn this guild around.
I'll fucking do it again.
You have my agreement, I suppose.
I know
Besides,
you want
besides,
to out, but it's the nice lady's turn to help us out.
they're covering for the risk. So
I
you,
will say I do appreciate the inclination towards just helping me out. I do appreciate it, but they're right in this regard. I can't say there isn't any risk. So at the very least, I wouldn't feel comfortable paying nothing. I'd try to
Alright.
be an honest tradesman at the very least.
yeah.
Sure. Honest. Yeah. Let's go with that.
Alright, y'all good to do this simple delivery? Hopefully simple.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that.
So she pulls out 90 gold in total and gives each 30 gold.
Oh yeah. Buy a gun with this money.
And
And a gun.
Oh my god, you're a genius. We can buy a gun with the money and then her after we get the gold.
Fucking GTA logic here.
right?
I knew you
So-
were a rat bastard deep down.
So at this point, she kind of gives you directions to where the apothecary is. It is still on the same floor, thankfully. So you won't have to go up the elevators or anything like that on the main spire. But assuming you guys are good to go, or whatever the case may be, or have no other questions for her at this point, she'll give you the package and you guys can head out. Or if you have other questions,
I do got one more question.
Shoot.
Who's watching out for you?
Honestly, I'm not sure who he hired.
Okay.
I don't know.
Can I roll a history check to infer who might be, like, what gang or what group of people might be hired?
Yeah, go ahead and give it a throw.
14.
With a 14, I would say history inside the city and stuff like that. There are a bunch of different smaller gangs that would do this kind of work.
Okay.
Quite happily. If it's one of the larger groupings and stuff like that, there are a few that would be cause for concern. Especially if this person hired the Thieves Guild, that could be bad. Because pissing off the Thieves Guild in the city is a good way just to wake up with nothing in the morning.
Yeah.
But there are some shadier organizations that aren't as well known, and you're aware that they exist. You don't know what their names are.
Right.
But
I guess what I was thinking is, like, what kind of gangs would they be? Dwarven gangs, halfling gangs?
They're
I
all
mean-
food people.
it's not so much like
Gangs of New York.
species or race tied for the most
Mhm.
part in Elistine. Most of the gangs have adapted to a point of whoever can get the job done.
Okay. Alrighty.
So,
So anybody
I mean,
could
it's
be
a hodgepodge of races, really, but there's usually some identifying markers or colors or tattoos of some sort.
Yeah, like
Alright.
Kind of, yeah.
Feather supremacy.
So,
Alrighty. Well, that's all the questions I had then.
okay. So with that being the case, you guys kind of following the directions. are able to easily find your path down these dark alleyways that make up the dregs, and eventually,
I would like to cast detect magic once we're out of there,
okay,
like as a ritual, if that's okay with everyone.
okay, yeah, it'll take you 10 minutes, but yeah,
It'll cost you.
so take 10 minutes. You can cast it as a ritual, but you approach through the back streets and stuff like that. She gave you the directions for. Um, you do see the store as it comes into view through this maze of alleyways and different things you're taking. The windows are completely covered over from preventing you from seeing into the store kind of thing. The door into the building is shut with a close sign hanging on it,
I love
uh,
Breaking Bad.
accompanied by Vargren's apothecary. Um,
I feel like we need to go around back. I go around the back of the store
okay.
and
Just knock on the front door. What could go wrong?
no, I'm going around to the back. Is there a door in the back?
Well, it's different how it's set up because like the way down here is set. The first floor will be facing uh back alleyways as like kind of your main like shop or entryways or type thing, like where you guys are headed up.
Yeah.
But the backside's normally for entry to the second floor location.
Okay, so okay.
So just so you kind of have that information as you've been moving around, you'd figure that out.
Alrighty. I guess we'll knock on the front door then.
Okay. So as you approach, um, it's what? Okay. So as you approach the main doorway and stuff like that, and you push on it, it opens up into a smaller courtyard area with several doors leading off and stuff like that. A little stairwell that leads up to a second floor um, on the backside of the building itself. Um, the courtyard's empty aside from the basically the wood column supporting the second story structure that hangs above.
Yeah.
There's a lantern hanging from it. Pinned to the column with a bloody dagger is a sheet of paper with the image of a cracked sword light crystal with wings, and a shattered sword emblazoned across it. Uh, you do see across the courtyard as you kind of push in through this main door. Um, that's all kind of hanging around, as well as you see a figure kind of cloaked and collapsed in the opening to where the prominent sign hangs for the apothecary.
I want to roll perception on the cloaked figure on the ground.
Okay.
Those hard dice rolls.
14.
I will say, as you approach, like you take a few steps to kind of get a better angle on the person, so you can kind of see who they are. Really, kind of can't make it out, but as you're starting to get closer, you do start to hear sounds coming from inside the shop, probably somewhere closer to the back. There's some smashing sounds, you know, glass breaking, that
Glass
kind of stuff.
breaking. Oh, I will run over towards the sounds of shit happening.
I'm gonna pull my longbow out.
Okay. So you get your longbow out, and you're kind of, I would say you're probably about maybe 20, 25 feet from the person in the cloak who's slumped over. But Reena, as you start to run forward to kind of go to see what's going on inside, you do notice that there is a short sword uh, in the back of the individual that's cloaked and kind of slumped in the doorway. So they're not moving for a reason. But
Are they like breathing, or is that not
oh no,
discernible?
they're not moving.
Okay. Well, they're dead.
Very astute.
Oh yeah. Um, you do see as you're now closer to that main entryway into the shop. Um, there are clear signs of a struggle that took place within. The furniture has been knocked over, vials have been shattered all over the floor. There's fresh blood trailing from where the counter has been, kind of cracked in a spot, and then looks like the blood comes over the counter and towards the door where the cloaked figure is now slumped over. Um, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot in the main front room now. It's kind of been picked clean. You do see that the back room door has been smashed in from the main entryway. Um, that's where you're at with that. Monbaer Pjig and Alaya, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and kind of follow up. Well, first I'm actually probably gonna transform right now into that fucking rat thing.
Okay.
Uh, and you said as a rat, like am I the same size as I was the Kender, or
Yes, because the rat's
okay?
a medium creature.
All right. Yeah, I just think I'm gonna kind of like get right. Is there any way that I can use? Oops, there's some passives in here too. You see here passives. Second. Sorry, going back to the that rat. Passive perception, dark vision. Now I'm gonna go ahead and prepare myself and get close to. Fuck, sorry, I'm still struggling to roll. What's your character name, Manatee?
Alaya.
Get closer to Alaya, yeah.
Okay. So you guys have come fully into the main courtyard at this point. You're about, I would say 20. You'd you're more melee based. I'd probably say you'd probably would have taken that extra step just past Alaya,
Yeah.
but not directly in front of Alaya, but off to
Off.
same line.
Yeah.
My
Um,
line of sight.
yeah, just off to your front right type thing. You're about 20 feet in, or 20 feet from the door itself. Um, set up and kind of posted up in this main courtyard. Um, with that being said, we'll kick back over. Reena, standing in the doorway. What do you want to do?
Look around. Is there anything I could see now that I couldn't see before?
Nothing more than what you've already seen. Most of the stuff that you would think of being valuable or anything like that has been picked clean. A bunch of shattered remnants of files and things of that nature, but nothing stands out to you. You're still hearing the clashing in the back room.
Guess
But
I will move towards the back room, but like sneakily.
all right, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
13.
Okay. You- All right. Okay. Um, I mean, there's nothing really as you're moving in. It's much the same. You see the counter, you see the stuff. There's the crashing in the back room. You've got your stealth up. You move. I'm assuming moving further in, or
Yeah, towards the noises, I think.
okay.
I will
Um,
look back and see if my teammates are following.
Yeah, I'll
uh,
follow.
Or follow.
okay. So
Like,
you
I'll
guys
leave
move up
ahead.
to the door.
I do want to roll for stealth though as well.
Okay, go for it.
22.
Okay. Uh, Monbear Pig. What were you saying?
Um, I'll take to the front, and you know what? I'll go with the crowd. I'll go with the crowd. I'll go ahead and roll for stealth.
Okay. Go ahead and
That's
do
a
your stealth
dex
check.
check, right? Or no stealth? Oh, there it is, stealth.
Yeah, there's stealth.
Yeah,
Actually,
stealth.
very surprised with how efficient.
All
14.
right. Not terrible.
Not bad. So well, you make your way up there pretty seamlessly. Granted, you're kind of at the forefront closest to the door at this point. Um, Monbaer Pjig kind of coming up to back you up. Um, Alaya, I'm assuming you're staying probably by the door area.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. All right. Just making sure I have the area kind of set. Um, so at this point, you are at the kind of smashed in door to the back room. It is partially closed at the moment, so but you can kind of move some wood and pieces if you want to peek in type thing. But if you are, go ahead and give me a perception check for anyone at the door.
Yeah, I'll look through the door.
Go perception.
30-20.
Oh, nice.
15.
Okay, yeah. You both kind of like peek in from the whole like cracks and stuff you do see on the door, and kind of peek in and look around. You do see some movement in there. Um, it's definitely harder to see. It seems like there's no lighting in the room,
Hey guys,
but
do you need a
I
battering
believe
ram?
well, I believe for both of them they have dark vision. If I'm not
Yeah, my
mistaken.
rat.
Yeah,
Yeah, my
I
rat form has.
I think I
Yeah.
have it as well. Hold up, features.
have
and traits.
120-foot dark vision. I have super dark vision.
Hold up. Does Kenku have dark vision?
No,
I don't think so.
yeah, no dark
How the
vision for
fuck
you.
does
But
a
you're
crow
still in
not have
lighting.
dark?
Nope, no dark vision.
Yeah, that's weird.
benefits
All right,
of
well,
being the rat king.
you guys that have the dark vision stuff like that, you do see movement in the room and stuff breaking and someone, you know, slamming into things and things of that nature, but you don't hear footsteps, which is odd.
Boots of
Um,
Velvet kind. They got him.
Can I take an action at this point?
yeah, either one of you could if you want.
So I have a flask of oil.
Okay.
Actually, I think I had 3.
And we need
But,
light, right?
Can I like how big is a room? Is it smaller? Larger?
I would say it's kind of giving it like a look from where you're at and stuff like that. It's a little hard to tell, but you could guesstimate somewhere between 15 by 20 ish.
Can I throw all 3 vials of the oil that I have to kind of spread it evenly across the room, like in several different
The door
directions?
out of the way, but yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's open the door and throw the oil.
Okay.
Just kick the door in.
All right, so you kind of boot the door out of your way and then fling the oil flasks in.
Oil
And
flask out!
I will say they do impact where you intend. I'm not going to make you roll for that at this point. But you see a corrupted sentry drone. Um, for a description of what you're seeing in the room, go ahead and hop down here. I can pull it up.
Always start with the oil. Okay, light it. Light them up.
So, sentry drones, they're small constructs, technically similar to the ones you had seen at her place. Um, they're usually made with some kind of sorta-like crystal or find one to power them, but they're used a lot by like the docks and different things for different jobs. They're usually tailor-made and specialized. Some of them are cooks, some of them are, you know, gardeners, some of them are cleaners, different types of stuff like that. This one looks to have been specifically made towards assisting with apothecary tasks. Um, that's what you see in front of you. Uh, and it is, you know, metal wires, that kind of stuff, kind of hooked up to it. But this one seems to be having this weird greenish purple arcing across it that shouldn't be there based on what you've seen previously.
Okay.
Kind of getting a look at it now. Give me a perception check since you're kind of booted into standing in there.
Here we got a 10.
Sick.
Not very perceptive at all.
Okay, that's actually enough though. You do notice some kind of small weird device protruding from the crystalline structure that sticks out the bottom of it. That's not normally there either.
Is this information I can pass along to Reena? Because I know he didn't quite pick it up, or could we both tell what that was?
Do what now? One more time. Sorry, my phone just started
So
blowing up.
is that? Can me and Reena both tell? Even though you got a 6 and I got a 10, we both saw it, right? What you're talking about?
No. With the 10, you did.
Okay, but no
Yeah.
one else saw it.
Not yet.
Is that information that I can pass over to Reena?
Under normal circumstances, I would say yes. However, since you've booted in the door and thrown those and kind of got a quick glance at the room, I will say the biggest thing you're noticing at the moment is that it's now turning around to face you.
Ah, shit.
So,
Impressive.
and
So-
that's what we're gonna call it.
I was like, Reena, light it up! Throw a fireball!
So, before we get the combat going in that regard, we'll call it there since we're right at time.